Do not take product if you are hypersensitive.
Oh, hey there, Internet, and welcome back to the Intoxicated Podcast. If you are a brand new Intoxicated listener, this is a very weird episode to start off with, but I'm glad you're here. My name is Sarah, and I am the host of the show, and this is a podcast where I have my friends on, and we typically just talk about life. But this episode is very different. This is going to be a clips episode because I'm a crazy person, and I did a 12-hour live stream last weekend. I pulled it off, you guys. I have to say, it was insanity. It was an insane day. Leading up to this live stream, I definitely did not prepare as much as I should have. Essentially, the 48 hours leading up to the live stream, I was so incredibly stressed trying to figure out all the tech that had to go with the live stream. Dealing with a really slow computer and issues with the mics, and eventually after I decided to rent out a PC laptop and a very, very late night, the night before the live stream, I thought I had it figured out, but we did encounter a lot of audio issues throughout the stream. So that's something that, unfortunately, once we got rolling, it's not like I could turn the stream off and figure it out. We just had to roll with it, and I did. And it was one of the funnest experiences that I've ever had. So I'm still kind of coming down from it, to be honest. I can't believe it actually happened. We had a shit ton of guests stop by throughout the day. I had so much fun. So this episode is not going to do the full stream justice. What I am going to do is I am going to split up the different segments and upload those as individual videos on our YouTube so that you can kind of ingest that as you wish. The full stream will be there as well, but I just want to give you guys options on how to ingest this because it's a lot. I had a lot of people on, but I definitely would recommend checking out the actual visual, the actual live stream. However, if you're someone who maybe doesn't have the time to watch all of that video and you just want to get the highlights in audio form, this is the episode for you. I also want to give a special shout out and thank you to Jillian from Distillers who came in and kicked off our stream with a Caesar demo. It was amazing. This is something I definitely want to do again, and I'm hoping Jill will come back on and teach us how to make more cocktails because it was awesome. This is definitely a more visual component, so Distillers segment is up in its own part on our YouTube channel. Please go check that out because it was amazing. Unfortunately, the audio, this is where we started realizing that there was an echo, so the audio is not fantastic. But this segment was great, and I can't say thank you to Compass Distillers enough for coming on and being part of the stream. So I'm going to go through some clips from the live stream. It's very hard for me to pick my favorite moments because the whole day was so much fun, but I've taken chunks out of each segment and I've tried to spruce up the audio a bit to make it sound a bit better. I've done my best, people. Unfortunately, what happened with the audio was that I could not get my XLR mics to work at all on the live stream. And eventually I realized that there was an echo on and off throughout the stream, even after trying different mics. And eventually we just had to kind of roll with, honestly, I'm pretty sure it was the laptop microphone that picked up a lot of this. So it does not sound good. And I am sorry for that. But I'll be damned if I didn't live stream for 12 hours and at least get one episode out of it. So this is a clips episode. If you tuned into the live stream and caught most of it, you're going to just be rehearing a lot of things. But I really did want to release an episode about this because it was such an experience for me. And I had so many amazing people on, you guys. It was so fun. So I do want to give some thank yous right now, some really big thank yous to a lot of different people who were involved in this. First and foremost, Corey and Shannon, two people who helped me leading up to the stream. Obviously, Corey is the host of Intoxicated Reviews, so we help each other out a lot anyways. And my friend Shannon is a good friend of mine who's an Intoxicated regular who will always get involved with the podcast if I need her. And essentially the day before the podcast, I think I had 4 mental breakdowns in a day, and it was such an emotionally exhausting day for me. both Shannon and Corey came over that day and saw me in this state and dealt with me being stressed out and were extremely helpful. And they were there the next day to help out with the stream. So thank you so much to Corey and Shannon for being such good friends and helping me out when I was that stressed out. I also want to thank my friend Vern, who dealt with me the day before the stream as well. Calmed me down over the phone, which was very, very nice. Vern has done the show before and is a Patreon of ours. So thank you so much, Vern, for calming me down in a moment of crisis. And of course, the show did go on. I was very low on sleep the day of the stream, but as soon as things got rolling, I had so much fun with everybody. So keep listening if you want to hear all the various guests I had on. But before I cut to the episode, which is going to be a very long one, so I'm going to try to be quick here, I do want to say that this is the very last episode that comes out before the Coast Best of Halifax Reader's Choice Awards voting closes. So if you're hearing this on Friday, it will be closing on Saturday, so you have a day left to vote. If you haven't done so already, I would love a vote for Best Podcast, because not everyone is crazy enough to stream for 12 hours straight. I love this thing so much. I'm so dedicated to it. It's been a year and a half in the making. I'm not slowing down. I want to make it better. I'm really proud of where Intoxicated has come. I've met so many cool people through this show. I'm so grateful for it. So if we did pull out a win, it would be amazing. Obviously, I'm going to keep going regardless of winning or not, but I would love a vote. So if you think I deserve it, you can cast your vote at bestofhalifax.com in the news and media category for Best Podcast. So quickly, social media, you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Intoxicated Podcast, on Twitter at _toxicated. Go on over to our YouTube channel, and that is Intoxicated. So just type in Intoxicated on YouTube and you should be able to find our channel on there. And our Twitch channel is also Intoxicated. I think it's safe to say we will be streaming again. So stay tuned for that. And obviously make sure you're subscribed to the podcast wherever you find them. Leave a rating or review on iTunes if you are so inclined. And you can also check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/intoxicated. So I'm going to wrap this intro up and get into the clips. So the first clip that I have is with Michael Boyd from Podcast Atlantic, which is a really cool business here in Halifax, working with local podcasts. And he did a segment on the stream telling us all about it. So here is a clip from Mike Boyd from Podcast Atlantic.
We're here with Michael Boyd from Podcast Atlantic.
Hello.
So this is very fitting because Intoxicated is a podcast. Tell us about it.
Oh, before I tell you about it,
yes.
I was telling some people last night that I was coming on board and reminding them about your podcast. And I said, it's a 12-hour live stream.
Yeah?
And they said, well, I said, alcohol has a lot to do with it. I said, oh, yeah, but, Sarah's not going to start drinking right at 12 o'clock noon. I was wrong.
Well, okay, so here's my general plan. So I'm going to pace myself. So the plan is to keep it really slow and hydrate throughout the day, and then maybe pick it up in the evening. Yeah,
so you'll only have a bartender every second or third.
Actually, she was the only bartender.
Really?
Well, Corey's technically a bartender. Yeah. So, I mean...
Corey's the bartender that left the beer out of the fridge.
Bad Corey.
But no, it's drinking for 12 hours. I mean, if you think about it, like when you go down south on like an all-inclusive trip, like you're kind of constantly kind of drinking throughout the day.
Yeah.
So you're never really drunk. You're just kind of consistently buzzed. That's kind of what my plan is.
Yeah, and they water it down, too.
Yeah, exactly. So, it is what it is, but it's not, like, that's the thing. Not every episode is drunken. It's hard to maintain all of this when you're drunk, so it wouldn't be.
That's true.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens at, ask me again at 10:30? Might be a different story.
When I get back from the birthday party I'm going to, I'll
there you
I'll
go.
take a quick look.
There you go.
Make sure you're still sitting upright.
I'm very excited though, guys. This is awesome. I'm just hoping that the audio is good and that you can hear us. Just let me in the chat. Let me know if there's any issues at all, and we will try to work them out. But we're here with Michael Boyd from Podcast Atlantic.
Yeah.
What is it?
Well,
for the people who don't know, I know it very well.
Yes, you do.
But for the people listening.
Podcast Atlantic is a directory, first of all. And it is a directory of Atlantic Canadian-produced podcasts.
Ooh.
So basically, when I came up with the idea for the company, and the directory is just part of it, I'll get into the other part in a minute, but it was because I wanted to get into more podcasts, and I wanted to find out podcasts that were in my region. And it was really hard to find. If you just if you just Google podcasts in Atlantic Canada or by province, Nova Scotia and New Brunswick, Newfoundland, the same 3 or 4 podcasts just keep popping up, and I knew there were more than that. You needed to be a bit of a detective. You needed to know the name of the podcast at least, or maybe the host or whatever. But if you didn't know that kind of thing and you were interested in local podcasts, there wasn't really no way of doing it. So I thought, well, I'm going to start my own directory. And my research told me that probably there were about 100 podcasts out there being produced on a semi-regular basis in Atlantic Canada. And I thought, that's a fair amount. I'd like to be able to get some of those up. So February of this year, 2018, I started the directory, launched the website. And as of today, we have over 100 podcasts.
What number are you at?
I think I am at around 103.
Holy shit.
Yes, that's
Moxie, I see your comment. I'm going to have to fix that once this segment is over. Like I said, Tana kind of live streams.
Give her a chance. This is your first one.
This is my first one, and I'll be honest, it's so much more than what I thought it was. The whole video and podcast aspect. It's one thing to plug in some mics and talk. That's so fucking cursed. First cursing.
Aren't you allowed to curse?
Oh yeah, I am. I don't know why I got nervous.
That's another reason why I got into podcasting. As long as you're not vulgar.
Have you listened to Intoxicated?
Yes, I have. No, you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely.
Disrespect.
No, you're right.
As long as you're not disrespectful.
You're right. That's the advantage of podcasting. Yeah. You can say whatever you want. Yeah.
And it is the language. 100%. It's just, there's a way to curse in podcasting, and there's not a way to curse. You don't want to, say anything that offends people. Yeah. The F word may offend some people. It's really becoming a part of who we are these days. You're right. And as long as you use it right. But anyway.
Okay, more about podcasting. Yeah. So it's a directory.
It's a directory,
but it's also you also produce.
It's also a production company. Yeah, exactly. So I've got all this experience. I've got like 30 years experience in the broadcast world through Halifax Cable, Eastlink. I worked for CBC. I've worked for a few companies, production companies, film and television, freelance.
So you have the background.
So I have the background experience, and I'm a storyteller. I've always loved stories.
Yeah, that's what I really like about Podcast Atlantic. It's very much so about stories. Yeah. And whatever your story is, it doesn't have to be, there's, like you've seen, there's a bunch of different kinds of podcasts.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So what do you think is what's the most popular category for Atlantic Canada, do you think?
I think it's a three-way tie between sports, gaming, and business.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. None of which I fall under.
You fall under a category all on your own.
That's right.
It's really hard to categorize you there. Like if you go to Podcast Atlanta, you can find a bunch of different categories. We'll probably add more categories to try to allow people to kind of zero in on their niche interests.
And that's what Podcast Atlantic's all about. It's about creating a community.
That's the idea,
and connecting everybody. And hopefully more will pop up. Yeah. And hopefully Atlantic Canada will become the spot to go in Canada.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's kind of like New York in the States, I think, is the podcasting. I think New York and LA.
New York, LA,
yeah. Yeah. Lots of podcasters there. But thanks so much for coming on.
You're welcome. I was happy to be here.
Actually, let's do an Intox. You got to ring the bell. That's part of being on the show.
Next up, we have Corey from Intoxicated Reviews, who came by to do a live trailer trashed segment on the stream. This part, the audio is just not the best, so it is not in here. But I did include a chunk of what we both did with Shannon. So Shannon jumped on as well, and the three of us talked about trending topics in pop culture. So check out this clip with Corey and Shannon.
So what's new in the world? Probably nothing good, but let's see.
I guess the biggest biggest thing is that Mac
Miller's died.
Yeah, which was crazy.
Shocking.
Yeah.
26.
So,
Two
do we have any idea of what?
Overdose.
Oh.
Yeah.
Accidental?
No. Well, I mean, yes.
Probably,
Yes.
yeah. I don't
he probably didn't overdose on purpose, but like...
Yeah. I don't know. He could have been pretty heartbroken over the whole Ariana Grande thing.
Well,
I don't think. I mean, they're pretty friendly now. I think that they moved into I think their breakup was kind of not a bad thing. She basically, I think she actually did break up with him because of the substance abuse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was too much for her. She couldn't deal with
Pete
that.
Davidson doesn't seem like...
Oh, yeah. Like they're
I was
not
just
just
gonna say,
gore 24/7 themselves. But
I feel like girl has a type,
she's got a real type.
Yeah.
but
She likes the troubled boys.
With bad tattoos.
What are your thoughts on this pairing?
You know what? I don't want to be... I make jokes. I'm like, how's that happen? But I'm like, if maybe she's into just really funny guys, like, Pete Davidson seems like nice. Like, we shouldn't judge her on her...
She's a literal Barbie. She needs to be dating someone who's a Ken.
She needs to date somebody that makes her happy. And
Listen,
maybe Pete Davidson-
I do like Pete Davidson. I think he's really funny. And you know what? Maybe I'm just looking for my Pete Davidson, and that's why
I think he's just a
Please
really
find
real...
something better than a Pete Davidson. Like, that's all well and good for Ariana, but I want better for you.
they're a little bit much though. It's moving real fast.
They got engaged after like 2 fucking months. Although,
Did you hear that?
although there are rumors that they were cheating for a while.
Well, it came out with an article.
Ariana, God bless her soul, is a huge cheater. So like,
Yeah.
that lines out. Like,
Yeah.
really? She's on every... Oh, yeah.
She was on SNL
yeah.
a few times, too, so that's where...
That's where they met.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
there's always an after party at SNL, so that probably is where it kind of
Yeah.
stems from. Stems?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? He came out in an article saying that when he first met her, he was like, "I want to marry you."
She did the same thing.
What the fuck?
I mean,
That's just something.
Sometimes people
Yeah.
know.
it's
You don't-
young love, though, too. I think
is.
How old is she?
Yeah.
How old are they?
She is 20... I want to say she's also around 26.
Yeah.
26.
He got on SNL when he was still a teenager.
He
So,
was
I mean,
he was a really young breakout. There.
yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, well,
Terry Crews?
But,
It would be better if the guy that groped him got fired and actually
yeah,
faced some fucking consequences.
Yeah.
That would have been better. Poor Terry.
Yeah.
I love Terry Crews. I can talk about
he's so great.
I know. I love the... Like, he
What
did...
a killer dude.
I know.
Love him. Fucking love him.
He's just... I remember seeing an interview with him where he talked about the moment he realized... The moment he's like... He just has to embrace what he's doing and realize, I'm an actor, I'm like, this is an amazing job and I'm super lucky.
Mm-hmm.
And he was getting mad on the set of The Expendables, and then, because he didn't have enough airtime, and then he just had to sit there and be like, you know what, I'm an actor for a living around. He's like, if I put positivity out, like, I'll get it back, and he has. Like, he's amazing.
He's so positive.
Yeah.
He's a very positive force.
I love when he
in a lot of
plays
ways.
against his look, too. Like, the movie White Chicks is trash, but he if you take his scenes out of that movie, they're hilarious. When he's singing, I Would Walk... No, what's the Vanessa Carlton song?
1,000 Miles.
Yeah, 1,000 Miles. It's him lip-syncing that in the car. It's the funniest thing ever. Like,
He's pretty fucking great.
I love him. I think he's hilarious.
He's like a big teddy bear. I just
Yeah.
want to give him a hug.
Apparently he tips super well. Like, somebody told the
That
story.
doesn't shock me.
No.
I
That's
can
good.
See that. I can see him being...
Come to Halifax.
Tip Sarah.
That's sad about Mac Miller, though. I just gotta think, like, if you're Ariana, you must not be feeling great right now.
No, I don't
She
think
had
so
that
at all.
poor thing, had to disable her Instagram comments because people were flat out blaming her for his death.
Wow.
That he was so broken up about their breakup that he took his
That
own
was a
life.
long
How could
time.
she? Thank you, right?
Yeah.
That grew up ages ago, first of all.
Yeah, she was single for a bit, right?
Second of all, even if you do break up with someone and they kill themselves over it, that's on them now.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, don't
yes.
even dare blame.
Yeah.
People love to blame women.
You're right.
So, dang. Depressing. That was the saddest thing.
No, this is the saddest thing. Oh, man, that was funny.
But I don't know why. This is a terrible joke, but every time I hear... Because Pete Davidson's dad died in 9/11, which is...
Oh, yeah, the roast.
Tragic.
The roast joke?
The roast
Are you
joke
talking
where somebody said, the only person to inhale more smoke than Snoop Dogg is Pete Davidson's dad.
That's horrible! Also, that's factually inaccurate.
Yes, exactly.
No, that doesn't even make sense from a joke standpoint.
Who said the joke?
a horrible person.
Oh, I don't remember who it was.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was on a roast.
Which roast? I think it was the roast of.
I don't. Charlie. I don't remember.
Well, what was the one that? Because Schumer did a joke too that was like, people were like, because it was a joke about she was dead. She was burning SIVO.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He had a roast
she said something
recently.
about Ryan Dunn. I don't remember what the joke was. The best. He's not everybody's cup of tea because he is super offensive. But Anthony Jeselnik, who kind of got popular off doing the roast, like he was a writer at first and would write because celebrities usually don't write their own jokes. But he had some but he's really bad. But that's kind of his stick, and I love. Right. He had one where he was roasting Marlee Matlin, which is terrible. And who's Marlee Matlin? Dead. Amazing actress. She's dead. And he's like, I was shocked to find out that Marlee Matlin won an Academy Award and not a Special Olympics medal. And I was like, oh my god. Oh. And then he had one on.
So see what I mean? I kind of laughed there, but I went.
But he had one on the Mike the Situation. Mike the Situation. Is a fucking idiot. And he's like,
Mike the Situation. Oh yeah.
And he said, it's like Mike the Situation. If you read as many books spent more time reading books than chasing skanks, you probably wouldn't have AIDS. It's just such a stupid joke. And he also, and it was on the Donald Trump roast before all this stuff went down. And he had a hilarious joke at the end where he said, he's like, you're kind of like Gordon Gekko from Wall Street, but the only difference is nobody's going to get sad when you get cancer. I was just like,
holy fuck, it burns. Yeah. That's harsh.
He is a harsh comedian.
Holy fuck.
I love him, though.
It's harsh as shit. Okay. All right. I'm not entirely familiar with this whole Nike. Here's the thing. I don't know anything about sports, like, at all, and I don't care about sneakers. So what's this controversy over the Nike? I'm admitting that I just don't know what the fuck this is.
Racist assholes are just mad that Nike is standing behind someone that is actually like...
That's what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is.
And then people are burning their Nikes.
Yeah,
because they're fucking stupid.
Because they're fucking dumb.
So that's what it is. Colin Kaepernick was a quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
And it was during a few years ago, during a rash of police, brutality and murder of, African Americans.
Right.
He took a knee during the national.
He's the one that kind of started the taking the knee
to protest that all these injustices happening to black youth in America.
Yeah,
so he took a knee.
How can he stand for an anthem and a flag that doesn't support?
So he's a good person.
Oh, completely.
Well, yes.
100%.
Yeah.
He's protesting.
I don't know much about him.
He's protesting in a very thoughtful manner, in a respectful way, I find. I think that there's nothing wrong with what he's doing, and I support him 100%. Yeah. And so, but unfortunately, the backlash was crazy, as I'm sure you're aware.
Yeah.
And then Nike was, at the time, he was contracted to Nike, and then Nike kind of quietly sat behind him, and now that it's the 30th anniversary of Just Do It?
Of Just Do It,
yeah. They've decided to make him the front runner of the whole campaign because he stood for something, and even though he had to sacrifice everything to do it. Yeah. Because he has been playing, because he's been basically blacklisted because racist assholes.
Yeah. There's even a court case that his lawyers have filed that there's collusion within the owners.
Like they're actively putting him on the bench and not picking him for teams because of what he's doing.
What he says.
Yeah. And he basically won't shut up and just play, and they're mad about
that. And the right wing wants to kind of twist it to be like, oh, he hates America and he hates the troops.
Everyone's making it like, oh, well, if he's not standing for the flag, then it's against disrespectful for the troops that fought for the flag. It's like the troops fought for the right to protest and get your voice heard. It has fucking nothing to do with the troops. Don't twist the story to
But they're trying to.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do.
So that's why people are burning their Nikes.
That's so fucking dumb. Why would you burn your Nike?
Because they think they're
I don't even care about Nike.
Even though, bitch, Nike took your money and they're happy with it. Yeah. So, to hell with you.
I love Nike, but it's still slave labor and stuff. They're not the squeakiest clean company.
They still have sweatshops. There's still issues there. And of course, some of the racist assholes are like, well, they have sweatshops. And I'm like, did you care about that last week?
Exactly.
Because I guarantee you fucking didn't when you bought those in the first place.
And if you ask any racist asshole who's against us burning the shoes, they'll be like, so why does Colin Kaepernick kneel? And he's like, oh, he hates America and he hates the troops and he should go back to Africa. That's kind of their...
That's their mentality.
Yeah. And he's like, no, it's not that I hate America, but I don't think the national anthem, the words it's coming through,
We will put that over there.
I know. We will take it from you.
We will tape it to the table, and we will tape it to the chair.
We'll have to Hannibal Lecter you to
sitting back, just yell and do it.
Anyway, that's
okay. So that's what it is. So I actually really liked the campaign.
It's a beautiful campaign, and I'm really excited to see what they do with it.
Because what was the quote? It was
something like
believe in something,
stand for something you believe
even if
in.
You have to sacrifice
everything.
It's beautiful. It's exactly what he's done.
Yeah.
He's stuck to his guns and his principles, and it's really something incredible. And Nike sales have really surged and increased.
Which is awesome. I love that.
Which has been a trend with a lot of these places that have been changing their status quo and like mixing things up. Something
I saw that was really good, and I'm pretty sure it was Burton. I'm 99% sure. When they had the Million Women's March, sorry, I forget the name of it. What was the march on Washington with the women? What was it?
Oh,
was it the Million Women?
The Million Women's March, yeah.
Okay. Burton paid to fly female employees and give them paid vacation to go.
Really?
Yeah, Burton did.
Yeah,
that's
awesome.
Yeah.
That is classy
and
shit.
That's the thing. I see the Nike thing, I see the Burton thing. I'm like, well, now I feel good about buying Nike and Burton stuff. Like, it's smart business and on the same part.
Sometimes doing the right thing is good for business.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like, people are like, oh, they're just doing this to make money. And I'm like, or maybe they're just not asshole monsters.
Yeah,
and it
exactly.
also increases their profit line because they're not asshole monsters.
Yeah, exactly.
I would much rather give my money to a company that does something like this than a company that I know is a monster, like Walmart.
Oh, yeah,
You'll never get it.
Or like Chick-fil-A.
Fuck you, Chick-fil-A. Fuck you so hard.
But if you want to sponsor us, we'll sell it. I'll sell it. And then, Sarah may not.
I just can't stop thinking about Macmillan now.
It's sad.
It is sad, and
shocking too. Really shocking.
It was out of nowhere.
It came out of the blue. I read one. I had one tweet, and it was like something about how I'm really feeling for all the people that are dealing with addiction, and now I have to see all this on their timeline. And I was like, oh shit, who died? And I knew instantly. I was like, someone died.
I fucking hate that. That feeling.
And then you see 26, like. He's been around forever.
Oh my God, so young.
In my mind, I'm like, oh, he's probably in his 30s, and that's still too young. But I'm like, 26.
Barely got it in his mid-20s. Like, that's a heartbreaker.
Yeah,
that's insane.
It's really, really fucking sad.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. But
what else is new?
Burt Reynolds died to keep it.
Oh, that's two.
This is the who's died.
This is very This is very like old wives' tale, but death usually comes in threes.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So this is two.
But when does?
We need a third.
But when? How much space is there?
Ooh, can we count Aretha?
Oh yeah, okay. There's a third. Yeah,
is there a time frame of the three have to happen?
It's generally soon enough that you can count.
Yeah. So I think that's the third.
Well, Burt Reynolds lived a good long life.
Yeah, I mean he wasn't. Yeah,
he was young. He was 80 something.
82. He was 82. So he did, and I guess I just saw Burt Reynolds. I was like, oh, he's an actor and blah blah blah. There's a ton of stories coming out that like he was like the nicest guy.
He was one of the few good ones. He really was. Yeah.
I think I forget who the actor was, but he said before he's big, he was in a video store and he saw Burt Reynolds in there and nobody was paying attention to him. And he's just like, I had to. He's like, I just went up to him. I said like, hey, Mr. Reynolds, like I just wanted to say like, I love your movies. You've entertained me since a kid. Thank you so much. And just was like, I don't want to bother you. And Burt Reynolds like shook his hand and said like, you really made my day. And I was like, that's so nice. Yeah. Like,
that is so touching.
Yeah, I was like, I just never saw Burt. I never thought Burt Reynolds was that
nice to know that he's not a dick.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
some
very
celebrities
few in
like
Hollywood.
you meet celebrities and you're like, please don't be a dick. Please don't be a dick. It's so true.
Yeah. Or even I've met I won't say his name. I met like I met a few.
Were they dick?
Yeah.
Tell me the name.
Well, one you probably would know. I don't want to say it. But it's a Hall of Fame basketball player, and he's quite old. And he was
we're right on this one.
I will say Rob Schneider's really weird. I wouldn't say he's a dick, but he's definitely a weird.
You met him?
Yeah, he came into the restaurant. He had just a garbage bag full of, I guess, his clothes and stuff. Like
that seems very on brand for Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
Very on brand.
There was one big Hollywood celebrity, I guess, that came into McAlvey's and refused to talk to servers. He had a guy speak for him.
What?
Yeah.
What the shit?
Yeah, no, he did.
Who is that?
I'll tell you off mic. I guess this live stream's not.
There's no such thing as off mic.
I won't say it.
Yeah.
I will respect that, but I definitely am curious. I want to know who this was.
Yeah, no.
If I know them.
The only off mic.
I want to see if I'm shocked or not. Some people you can totally see them being assholes like that. Ooh, we should talk about the rash of celebrities getting engaged really fucking fast.
Who else got engaged really fast other than Ariana?
I mean, we've got Ariana and Pete. we've got Joe Jonas and his
Justin Bieber and Haley Baldwin.
Haley Baldwin. Like there are 3 couples that got engaged.
Whoa!
Like,
My
2 or 3
mind
months
just got
in.
blown.
Did you not know that?
Justin Bieber and Haley.
Yeah, they're engaged, bud. After like dating for a few months.
But they're friends. They've known each other a long time.
They go to the
They have a
same
long-
weird culty
They have a long-standing relationship.
Okay.
They go way back.
Nice.
Well, there's rumors as well that the manager's behind it. Because Scooter Braun is Justin Bieber's manager.
Yeah.
And he also manages Ariana Grande.
What's his name?
Scooter Braun?
Is he just like making everyone get married real
I think that's his name. Scooter, am I saying
No,
it right?
you know
No, I
what?
think
You probably
you are.
are.
You totally
I'm just
Scooter.
in my mind.
An adult man is called Scooter.
Yeah.
That was the name, literally,
Fucked.
literally the name of my first childhood pet. Scooter.
That's a cat. See, that's a good cat name. Terrible man name. Rethink your decision.
Terrible man name.
God.
I hope he rides a scooter just to keep with like appearances.
Hey, I'm gonna look it up just to see if I'm right. Yeah, I'm right.
Yeah, you're right.
No, I believed you.
And the
But
reason-
I'm just like, that's a
What the
stupid
fuck? That's
name.
stupid.
The reason I know.
Braun as a last name is
Yeah.
stupid. I'm not sure Braun Strowman. That's a wrestling thing. So it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah.
I met him, and I was too chicken to ask him for a picture or say anything to
I
him.
mean, it's one of those things you don't want to bug any celebrities you meet.
It was a perfect
You don't-
opportunity, though, because it was this very small, it was a restaurant aquarium. No, that sounds very weird in Florida. But he was there with his obvious girlfriend, and she was petite, and he's like a super big.
Oh, I love height difference. So cute.
And I was behind him, and I was like, I think that, and it was like literally just me, my wife, the 2 people who were staying at their place in Florida, and that's it. And just those 2. And I was like, that guy kind of looks like Braun Strowman. And then I hear his voice, it's like, look at that fish. And I'm like, holy shit, it's Braun Strowman.
He's talking about fish. That's amazing.
Yeah. And I was like, and then I kicked myself. I was like,
Well, that's the thing. You don't want
I was
to.
like-
You don't want to piss the celebrities you love off.
It's so
Yeah.
You gotta
nerve-wracking
read
to
the
ask
room.
someone.
Yeah.
Even, like,
Gotta read
one
the
of my
room.
favorite webcomic artists was in town and doing a signing at Strange Adventures, and I brought my books and everything, and I chickened out. I couldn't go.
oh, really?
My anxiety like skyrocketed, and I was like, and I was like, I already have some of her books signed. It's fine. I didn't get them personally done because I got them on her Kickstarter at the time. But I was like, I still have her autograph. But I was like, Shannon, you fucking coward. What's wrong with you?
I almost did the same thing. Garth Ennis was in.
He was. Yeah. Did you not go either?
No, I went.
Good
and
for
I'm like,
you.
I got my comic signed, but like, he seemed like a very engaging, nice guy. And I was like, can you sign this? And he's like, yeah. He's like, what's your name? I'm like, Corey. And I'm like, Jesus, like, he seemed like he just wanted to be like, oh, do you? And I was just like, man.
Yeah.
And he's like, here's your comment. I'm like, thanks. And just like,
I know, it's so nerve-wracking.
yeah.
It's so nerve-wracking when you meet someone you love so much.
Our unofficial sponsor on Intoxicated Reviews is Caramel M&Ms. They are the only M&Ms that I will eat now at this point. They're amazing. They're a game changer. And Caramel M&Ms, you know I've been hawking your product for so long. Where's that check? I don't care if the red one or the yellow one signs it, but just send it my way.
I need to raise my hand before I forget this hot topic.
What?
Avril Lavigne has new music coming out.
I'm pumped. I'm fucking pumped. I really am. I honestly like Avril. I feel she's got a great voice.
I really want a lever so I can just like lower myself out of the shot. That's that one.
She writes her own shit. Like, and remember that fucking kawaii video she did for Japan, which was like the best fucking train wreck of madness I've ever seen in my life.
Girl had Lyme's disease.
For years.
Years, and she was sick for fucking years, and now she's back. And you want to know what? She has Bonnie McKee working with her. Woo! And Bonnie McKee has done, like, she did Teenage Dream,
She did
California
great
Girls.
stuff. That's awesome. That's exciting.
Well, you know you can get Lyme disease from ticks. And I mean,
And
Chad Kroger. Oh, that's too much.
That's like the weirdest celebrity marriage I've ever
He must have a
heard.
huge dick. He must.
Okay,
He is a huge
I'm a little tipsy. I think Chad
You're a little tipsy!
I think Chad Kroger is cute. I'll say it.
Ooh.
I'll say it.
He does look like a Shar-Pei dog.
I thought he was
maybe,
cute.
like-
I was cute. I thought that the hair, the girl hair, I liked it.
But it wasn't, he didn't keep it curly, did he?
No, I think he's short. He made it short now.
Yeah, he's
he
like
just cut it back. It's still cute. She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Her hair is mermaid princess.
Oh, the hair.
Oh, God, she's pretty.
The hair goes.
Yeah.
Alvin, as soon as we find a woman that, like, has something we want, we're like, go
Hair.
fuck yourself.
Oh my God, I love a lot of my body, but if I could have like at least 3 times as much hair as I have, That'd be fucking great.
I know. Oh, I'm ordering a high pony, Ariana Grande high pony.
Oh, I love a high pony.
Can I quickly talk?
So cute in a high pony.
Can I quickly talk about the Aqua thing?
Yes, Aqua's coming. Very exciting.
And I fucked up. Because I went on my story and I was like, man, if I had Aqua on, I would just talk about how they all fucked each other. And then they viewed my story.
Aqua, please come.
Despite the fact that I was like, all I want to know about is the fucking.
If you feel comfortable about talking about the fucking, we're down for that. But we will respect you if you don't want to.
Talk about the fucking.
But you should come, because this bitch, come. It's a good time.
I'm so embarrassed. See, I didn't think that they would, like, I knew that I'd take them.
Also, your whole first CD was a jam and a bop session, and I loved it.
Oh, no, it's the back.
Yep.
My greatest goal right now.
Did they watch it?
Yeah.
Because I tagged them in one, and I was like, oh, I know they might see that one because they're tagged in it. But then I had my whole story was me being like, she's 44, she dated Renee, who's the bald guy.
Okay.
So in the early stages, and then like she got married to Soren, one of the other guys.
My real goal now is just to get Aqua on InTalksicated Reviews. So
that's also not slut shaming. That's just we want to hear the stories.
That's the thing. I feel like
it's a positive thing.
I feel like it came off as slut shaming,
but it's not.
If she were to see it,
we just want to know how the dynamic would have worked. Like, because a lot of that's common. That's common in bands. Like a lot of band people, they do date within the band, and I've always wondered if that does make things tricky.
No doubt.
No doubt. You want one last thing that we're to go out on? Like
I don't really know. R.I.P. Mac Miller.
I didn't. So let's just say.
Cheers to the life of Mac Miller.
I don't really. I haven't heard any of his stuff.
That doesn't mean we can't respect him and be sad.
Yeah. He's one of those guys that you could probably hear a song and be like, "Oh, that was Mac Miller."
Yeah. What would I know?
I'm not into that genre, so I don't know. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to think of the one song I really like, and it is featuring Ariana Grande.
Oh, yes. I know which one you're talking about.
He wrote a whole song about her vagina.
What? Which song?
I forget.
Ariana's vagina. It was called.
The one with the line about $1 million pussy. Whatever one that is.
One thing I will say before we close. Pete Davidson came out being like, my dick's... No, he said, my dick will always be hard. And I thought, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
He actually on Saturday Night Live talked about Justin Bieber's dick. Which was weird. Yeah, he did like a thing on Weekend Update where he's like, it's not bad, right? Like, it was
according to Ariana Grande, Pete is quite low.
Yes.
That's what I've heard. 12? Like 12?
10. She said 10.
Next up, we have Andrew Vaughan and Travis Lindsay. Now, obviously, last week you might have heard Andrew's episode on Intoxicated, and eventually you're going to hear Travis's episode on Intoxicated. But for this part, I have them both on. They both swung by on Saturday, and holy shit, this was a segment. We talked for a long time. We hung out for about 3 solid hours, and it was amazing. So obviously, I can't include the whole 3 hours in on this part. I definitely suggest you check it out on YouTube when you can, because it's amazing. But for the next couple clips, there's a couple random moments in here that I just thought were really funny that I wanted to include. But the main parts being a Marry Fuck Kill game with Disney princesses and a segment that will probably come back on Intoxicated called 30-Second Rants. There's also a really educational moment in this segment where we teach Andrew all about the cervix. So there's that as well. This was incredibly enjoyable. I cannot thank those guys enough for coming by. They're so fucking funny and it was so much fun. So I have no doubt that you're going to enjoy this next segment from Andrew Vaughan and Travis Lindsay.
Okay, we're going to start with classic.
Okay, that's fine.
So we're going to go...
We're doing our 100th episode live from Disney. I've determined it.
Bitches! Yes!
But our 100th episode we're going to do live from Disney.
What episode are you on right now?
What? We're on 29. So we got
time.
70 more weeks to plan it out.
Yep.
I'm on episode 76.
Good for you!
What the fuck am I doing?
Everything right.
What the fuck am I doing? Why am I still here? No, I love you guys. I fucking love this shit.
It's fun.
Okay.
You know, sometimes when I'm feeling depressed, what really cheers me up is the Joe.
I kind of want to eat one.
Was it always J-O-S, Louis?
Yeah, it was Joe. Yeah, it was
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, shit!
Joe was
Josh
Louis?
What do you mean? Josh was a French immigrant.
I thought it was J-O-E Louis.
Look, it says right here, it stops 1932. Josh Vaughan immigrated from France.
What the fuck
after a night. I'm having a very Berenstein Bears moment right now.
No, that's
I swear to God.
What's that called?
The Mandela
Mandela effect. That's fucked.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
I think the origins. What's the origins of the Mandela effect? Is that he's either in prison or not, but either way, he's getting shot by a cop. I'm not entirely.
That's a lot of wrong. That's a lot of wrong jam packed.
It's my favorite bad racial joke.
Actually, I regret this immediately.
No, Tate, you gotta have some jokes.
This is gonna be real messy. Okay, I'm gonna ask you about the first Mary.
You know why? You gotta put them in the fridge.
That would be good. Okay. Classic Disney princesses. Okay. So, you know what they all look like.
I know.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sleeping Beauty. Cinderella.
Yeah.
Snow White.
Oh, that's easy.
You guys think I'm going to eat this?
Kill Sleeping Beauty. She can't consent to anything, so please.
And she's already asleep.
Yeah. It's a very progressive murder you just made. She can't consent, so we gotta kill her.
Fuck Snow White. Because I'm not married to anyone who hangs around that many dudes.
Dude, she's 14.
But you'd like to fuck her?
Is she really?
Yeah, she is. Yeah, but it's 1930-something, so I'm just sperm.
That's fair.
Okay, like, let's assume everyone's of legal age here. We're not...
Age all the princesses up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this is a very creepy game, because they're all really young.
Snow White, and then marry Cinderella. Because she started from the bottom, and she can appreciate...
And now she's here.
Yeah, she appreciate the...
I like that.
I'm going to give very real reasons. They're probably not going to be funny. I take this shit legit.
So wait, what were the options again? Snow White, Cinderella, and
Sleeping Beauty.
Okay, I have a start with Snow White after you say yours.
I just never really liked Snow White, so she's definitely
Because there's apples involved.
Yeah.
The weird goat voice.
But like, I guess I would like fuck Sleeping Beauty and marry Cinderella.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting to kill Snow White.
Yeah. Because if I marry Cinderella, it's like turning a hoe into a housewife.
No, it's not. That would be like we married Snow White.
But Cinderella's the one that does all the chores and shit, right?
Yeah, but it's already a housewife.
Oh yeah, it's like turning a housewife into a housewife. Well, either way.
Housewife into a hoe. So I cosplayed Snow White.
You'd be such a cute Snow White.
I did a couple of Halloweens ago. There's a couple times about this. I went to a party. We took a picture of me on a bed with a bunch of guys around me. And I just put the Brazers logo below it. The other thing is that I used to have a... I don't know who's listening. I'm
whatever
sorry.
the comment was, dirty
Every
old
time
man.
she starts to say, I don't know who's listening, I know it's going to get juicy.
If you are family, please
Don't.
exit out of this live stream right now.
Stay.
I used to hook up with a guy who liked when I would dress up. Like, he didn't like...
Matlock.
He didn't like when I was just me, which is most guys.
That's fucked up.
That's horrible.
So I had to be... I had to, like... I had to, like, wear, like, either lingerie or, like, some sort of... Like, I think I did the Wonder Woman. I don't know. But,
Did you just, like, role-playing?
No, not... There's no acting involved. It was just get fucked in costume. Like, there was no acting in my head. I was just like, okay, I'm just dressed in this. But he liked the Snow White, so I banged in the Snow White costume.
I want a woman who wants me to dress up like Batman. I'll just, where are the drugs? The whole time, just interrogating her in the Christian Bale voice. Alright, I thought that was going to be funnier in my head, but it wasn't, so...
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Snow White. Yeah, I'm dead in the Snow White. And I can't wear that costume anymore because it is...
You can't, like,
Well, no, it's tainted.
It is, yeah.
I can't dress up as Alice in Wonderland for that same reason.
Wait, you cosplayed Alice in Wonderland?
No, it was for Halloween party. We just
Okay.
I didn't want to take it off.
I fucking love that shit. Anyway. There's something about... Anyway. It is really early.
Did
I feel like the...
Did you give your answer?
Oh, yeah, your answer. You gotta give your answer.
I would...
Can you get in here?
I would...
Yeah, we can squeeze her in.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, you say...
I'm just going to infiltrate this
You're on
entire
the
fucking podcast.
Yeah.
Can you pull up a chair?
I would...
No.
I'm here. I would,
I'm going to move some of this so they can actually see you instead of us just...
I might actually also do the same thing. I think I would kill Sleeping Beauty. I think I would... You know what? I would kill Sleeping Beauty. I would fuck Cinderella, and I would marry Snow White.
Fuck. Okay, you'd marry Snow White.
I would. Snow White had a rough go. I think she deserves something nice.
Pulling the Elvis, marry 14-year-old.
Yeah. We aged her up. We already discussed this. Otherwise, she's heading straight into the murder pile. Like...
Look, I'm not saying how I know, but we all know the legal age of consent in many states is 14. So it's
what states are these?
There are, unfortunately. That's
you know that whole list. You're gross and I'm
Okay, I got another one. Ready? You ready? We are doing Ariel.
Okay, so this is Shadow Leg?
yeah, this is an important question.
Don't matter.
Mermaid Ariel or leg Ariel?
I think like Ariel just...
Yeah, we gotta go leg Ariel.
Like Ariel just to give her a fair shot.
Yeah, I think I agree. Human Ariel.
I think half Ariel is better than fucking some of these bitches.
Ariel's
Okay, Jasmine and Belle.
Oh shit, this one's hard.
Oh, okay. No,
Oh, here we go.
Oh, this one's so easy for me. Kill Jasmine, fuck Ariel, marry Belle. Boom.
You killed Jasmine?
Goddamn right.
Jasmine's like one of my favorites.
I'd kill Ariel. Not that she's one of my favorites, but I'd kill her.
I would kill her too.
She's too fame hungry.
Mm-hmm.
She's too needy for a man. She'll just give up her singing fucking voice to be with
yeah,
friends.
that's
It's have a little more self-respect for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck Jasmine, because she doesn't discriminate against the rich or the poor. She's just into nice guys. And yeah, marry Belle. She's smart and she can see beyond.
Beyond the.
Yeah.
But I always felt
that's a good choice. That's a good choice.
But I always felt like Belle. Like if he wasn't rich, would Belle be that into him? Like, don't get me wrong, I want to marry Belle too. But like, he's pretty rich. Like, so they act like it's a big thing that she got over the fact that he looks like a beast. But the guy owns like the biggest fucking house.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a library. Right. Just love libraries.
Just love libraries.
I want that on a T-shirt so bad.
It has to be. Is it not already on a T-shirt? And like, did Hot Topic not make that already? Like, someone should get on.
I think Beauty and the Beast was actually the first movie I saw.
So would you marry Belle as well?
No, yeah, he would marry Belle.
No, you, Sarah.
Oh, me? I don't know. I like guys.
I'm so bored.
Oh.
Give me some Disney princess.
I would also kill Ariel. I would fuck Belle, but I'd marry Jasmine because I think she'd be a fun ride. Like, she'd be up for some
Magic Carpet Ride.
Yeah, but she was not responsible for any of the fun in that movie.
I don't know, man.
She just went with the fun.
She seduced Jafar just to get Aladdin safe. Like, she's, she's there to stick up for you.
And she wants to see the world.
Yeah.
She wants to get...
Tiger. I don't
right?
trust that.
She got a pet tiger. You get a pet tiger in the deal.
That's not good.
You don't want it?
No, you're right. That's not good. That's not good. Those are wild animals. They should have
But it's a Disney tiger.
Yeah. Could that
I feel like that treats
that does kind of change the rules.
There were no animals. Aladdin was not a movie with Tom.
Yeah, it was. Wasn't it Iago?
Iago doesn't count. He's a parrot.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, how can Iago be the only talking animal in that parrot? Like,
oh my god.
He's a parrot.
Oh, first time. Yeah. Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, Abu and Raja couldn't talk. They were just regular animals. Yeah.
I don't.
Also, genies don't exist, Andrew. It's a fucking movie.
There was one time when I got really...
Just because I jumped in a pile of blue paint doesn't mean that and of course
you would take Ron Williams up.
I got really high once. I gotta say, watch Aladdin high. It's fun. And the reason being, like, because when you get really high and you get towards the end where it's like he turns into the serpent, the phenomenal cosmic powers. Like, what is going on?
That would be too much for me.
Right? I love it.
See, Beauty and the Beast is one of my favorite movies. Simply because my mom never stays awake during, like, when I was a kid during movies. She'd take me to movie theater and fall asleep. But, like, for some reason, Beauty and the Beast, she actually watched the entire way through with me.
Aww.
So it's always been this, like, special.
That's really sweet.
Who the fuck is...
Oh, fuck off.
No, that's your pretty drunk... I've heard that story, but that's usually your pretty drunk story.
4? Okay. 3 and 3 and a half.
Okay, you're just feeling good.
Yeah, I'm just trying to... Look,
there's a
shitty thing.
I won't lie. I dropped over $100 worth of booze, and so we gotta drink it.
I'll help you, yeah.
It's all in my fridge.
Sure.
There's gin in there too, but we gotta save some of that for Dan. There is.
I worked with a comic who does a joke about putting googly eyes in your vagina.
I want to do it!
You would do that.
No, because you talk about there's 2 types of vaginas.
It combines your favorite things, sex and arts and crafts, Sarah.
He says there's 2 types of vaginas, innies and outies, and if you have an outie, you can just put googly eyes on it, and then it looks like it's ready to party. Like
that's hilarious.
Now it's not ready to party.
If you have a boring vagina, you can do that.
Oh my god! Thank you. They're boring. Innies are boring.
The best part
I was
is
with a girl in Indy once, and it weirded me out a little bit. I gotta admit.
he sells googly eyes after the show.
That's adorable! That's brilliant marketing. Holy shit, I love that.
He pulls them out of his pocket and goes, I'm selling them after the show, and literally he has them for like $1 or something.
That's super cute. Oh my god, I totally buy a pair.
I never really...
I buy them.
Vaginas are fucking weird.
I think they're cool. They're like beautiful flowers.
Well, I mean, like I remember a specific day where I realized, I'm like, oh, there's innies and outies. And I Google image, and I was like, oh, I'm like halfway. I'm like,
yeah, but nothing is more gross than a dick. A dick is a disgust.
What? No, it's great. No.
Gross looking.
I think, okay, if we're being honest.
What do you want to say? I know you want to say you're not a good actor.
I don't think dicks are that gross. No, they're great. They're not that gross.
I don't know, man.
Anything that's not well maintained can be gross.
Yeah, well,
that is key. It's true.
Penis or vagina.
You gotta take care of your bits, no matter what bit you have.
Yeah.
Even if you pay for it.
And you shouldn't be ashamed of whatever you have, because it's not, it doesn't matter what size it is. It's
as long as it's clean. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
And get tested, everybody.
So you don't get chlamydia.
On Christmas.
Even around Christmas time, even though you might love someone and be like, they ain't fucking around on me, and then you find out you got chlamydia.
Yeah.
I'll look at a dick though. Every time, I have female friends who someone sent me a picture of their dick, and I'm like, I'll look at it.
Oh, really?
That's cool.
Because it doesn't matter to me. I think they're funny looking, so I'm like, it doesn't matter.
I don't necessarily think that they're funny looking.
Oh, well, if you have a dick that if it was hard right now and it pointed at you, those are funny looking dicks. Like the ones that just go like that. It doesn't even happen. I read somewhere it's like you burst the blood vessels in the... Yeah, it's from jerking off. They burst the blood vessels.
Oh! So they're not born that way.
No,
yours should look like a U-turn then.
Love it. My cervix is pretty fucked up.
I don't even know what cervix is.
What?
I have no idea what that is.
This is like you are banned from all having sex. It's good that you haven't had sex. You don't deserve it. Are you kidding me?
I really honestly don't know what cervix is.
You should know the lady part.
Is this something inside?
Yeah.
Well then, yeah.
Well, okay.
I don't know what the insides of an airplane is, but I like to get it and ride one.
Do you know? Okay, we're gonna Google image cervix right now.
Oh God, no!
Oh,
now I'm sick. Now I'm
I don't know if it deserves that right now.
Okay, go for it. Would you look?
I'll look. I just I'm not very good at medical shit.
They're like pink squishy donuts.
Yeah, think of it. Oh God, it's disgusting.
I'm not.
Oh my God, I almost gagged.
What?
I'm a chick. I almost gagged looking at this. Oh,
okay. When you get your surgery, don't let them.
Oh yeah, I have a surgery
when they do it.
I gotta get a surgery on mine.
I watched mine. It was
It looks like a stained flesh.
Now I want to know what it looks like. Because you gotta give a surgery.
A fleshy pink donut.
Okay. Just think of it like a donut, a jelly donut.
Hold on a second. Okay. All right. I'm ready.
So that's...
That looks like what fucking slap Jabba the Hutt in the Snorlax
I don't think, Sarah, it's not a healthy cervix.
Is that supposed to come out?
That orange bit makes me think
that looks like an anti-smoking cervix.
Not healthy. Yeah, that's not a good cervix. A good cervix is healthy and pink and not
But you would never see that. But what is that?
So that's like the end of the vagina.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm never going to that part of town. It's all good. There's only enough gas.
He's just trying to be able to knock on the door. You're asking him to step inside the lobby.
There's only enough gas in this tank to get me to 2nd Street, and that's important.
You get close enough to text, I think I'm here.
But you don't see that shit, so what does it matter?
Yeah, well, you don't see it, but then, so, like, I have to get a surgery on mine, because I got HPV, riddled HPV, which is, like, Oh, it could give you
Could be
cancer.
worse. It could be another letter in that. Those 30 of them.
Right? That's what you're trying to tell us.
It could be worse. No, and it's super common. Like, everyone has it. Like, we all probably have
hella common.
Yeah.
I had the surgery you have.
Yeah, you had the surgery.
Didn't that what gave what's-his-face throat cancer, though?
Yes.
Except for eating too much pussy?
Michael Douglas?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
That's what he said. He said that.
I know he did. I'm aware of what he said.
I assume that the original Ant-Man knows more about science than I do.
He definitely does goddamn not.
Well, I'm just finding out what a cervix is, so...
There you go.
Well, apparently, like, you can get HPV from just touching.
It's everyone.
So,
Literally everyone.
so it's super fucking common. And I got the Gardasil vaccine as a young child. And they're like, oh, this will protect you from the harmful HPVs. I'm like, well, now I got the harmful one. So you didn't do shit, Gardasil.
Well, it was your mistake
Fuck
with the
you.
vaccine in the first place. I know what John McCarthy has to say about that.
I just did it
And
to
I
get
believe
on,
everything she's incredible.
I did it to get on birth control because the doctor was like, you should get the Gardasil to get the pill.
To be fair, the strain that you have is probably not a horrible one. It's just manifested.
Or it is.
The Gardasil one does block really bad.
Everyone says that. Whenever anyone has a scare,
It's never the worst of it.
No.
Right? I know.
Because if it was the worst of it, they'd be telling you didn't have it. They'd be telling you straight up have cancer.
No, you're right.
Which is not what you're being told.
You're right, yeah. But back to my cervix being fucked up, and not just the HPV part. Welcome to Livestream.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yours is different, too.
Mine's
What you're telling me is you had a bunch of men bottom out and got your cervix all fucked up.
So here's a vagina. This is a normal cervix. Okay? Here it is.
Yeah.
And then mine is like.
How do we get from here from Disney princesses?
You know, it's much.
You're the one who wanted me to know what the cervix looked like. Just
Well, you should be aware. If you're making the destination, you should know what it looks like. Just like
if you're gonna
I
fuck
haven't
a
planned
half
a trip,
trip,
let alone make it. You can't swim in that salt water.
But yeah, mine's like backwards. So like every
Is that a
single.
health problem? Though?
No, it's pretty normal, but they're just like, yeah, you're not gonna be able to give birth easily because the baby would have to like do a U-turn to get out.
So, but do you want to give birth?
No, not
Actually,
really.
well, fuck it.
I mean, I think the experience of being pregnant would be cool, but oh god, edit that
As
out,
someone who
Sarah.
often gets mistaken as a pregnant lady, I can tell you it's not as fun as you would think.
Do you really?
At least twice a year.
Oh my god! I was just like, we need to get back to the game, and then I pulled that up. What
It
do I do?
literally looks like an up close picture of vocal cords or some shit.
does look like the inside of the Rolling Stones
Yeah,
logo.
that's what Keith Richards' mouth looks
Yeah, like that's a healthy. Oh god, this is just a horror show. That's a healthy one. So that's not
I
what
had
I
no
have.
idea that this thing was a thing. I've heard of the
That
cervix.
could literally be said about anything.
Yeah.
Okay, let's stop looking at cervix.
Yeah, look.
Let's get back to the game.
You've educated Andrew enough.
I actually I'm pretty light on my Disney princess knowledge. Okay. So I need to find some new Disney princesses. Yeah. Do you know who Aurora is?
Oh, yeah, that's Sleeping Beauty.
Is it?
Yeah, Sleeping Beauty.
Damn it. What about, we got it. Okay, Pocahontas.
Okay. Already killed.
Oh, your people have done that well.
I know.
Mulan. And Rapunzel.
And Rapunzel.
She got long fucking hair.
Okay.
So what were the options?
Mulan, Pocahontas.
Oh, this one's tough for me.
Kill Mulan.
I hated movie Pocahontas.
She's a liar. She's not trustworthy.
She's a liar. I've never seen Mulan.
Oh wait, is Mulan the girl that pretends to be a boy?
Yes. Well, yeah, that's fuck and marry for you. And then kill when she has to meet your mother.
Pretty much.
Sarah's got her head in her hands. What did I miss?
Oh, it got bad for like 10 seconds.
What were we choosing? Mulan, Pocahontas, Rapunzel.
I'm killing Mulan. She's not trustworthy.
But she lied for her family.
Well, she just lied. She didn't want to cause trouble. And that's... As much as I love Eddie Murphy. And I would love to hang out with Mushu. No, sorry. Kill him.
Oh, is Mushu Eddie Murphy?
Yes.
Oh, then I'm fucking marrying that chick.
For the distinct connection.
Yeah, to Eddie Murphy? Hell yeah.
And then I will... I'll fuck Rapunzel. She's been in that castle too long to marry. That's...
but you give her a good
yeah.
Good dickin'.
She's one of the few that got
welcome her back to society.
Yeah, welcome back, but it ain't gonna be serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I guess I would marry Pocahontas. Yeah. Because she can talk to birds and shit.
Can we be realistic, though? That movie was dog shit. But honest.
No, fuck you, Pocahontas 2 was dog shit.
No, the first one was dog
There's a
shit.
Pocahontas 2?
Yes, The Great
Oh,
Journey.
man, it's
She
awful.
goes, it is the fucking word.
If you thought Pocahontas had no respect for history, Pocahontas 2? Damn.
I never even knew it existed.
She just leaves John Smith after all that bullshit. She leaves John Smith with his other fruit. And then she goes off and gets, smallpox and dies. But it makes me so mad.
But can I ask an honest question? Is there ever been a good Disney sequel?
The third Cinderella.
Lion King 2,
yes, that
Cinderella's
was a good one. That was so good. And Cinderella 3, Twist in Time.
What I meant to say is ones that didn't go to theater, ones that were direct.
No, those were both direct.
Oh, okay, and they're good? Because I figured you guys were going to throw Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3, and then
first of all, those are Pixar, so they don't count.
Yeah.
They're Pixar. They don't count.
You gotta separate.
They're not straight up.
Is 1 minute too short or too long?
1 minute's a long time. A minute's a long time.
Yeah, 1 minute.
So what with 30 seconds?
30-second rant's good, yeah.
30. Let's do 30 seconds instead.
30-second power range.
Alright, I'll go.
Okay, I'm going to time you. Here, okay, so we're going to do I want timer. I want 30 seconds on the clock. Ready? And go.
White people are the worst. You need to shut the fuck up. I hate all of you so much.
Preach!
You're just like seriously, the young white people, I know you're 25 and you're in university and you read a sociology textbook and you think that you fucking know how the world works, but you don't. Here's the thing, you don't get to have opinions before 30 unless you have some major affliction. If you have arthritis before 30, you get 2 opinions. If you have fucking some sort of a shit.
I actually put it for 30 minutes by mistake.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, is it my turn now?
That's not good for a first date child controlling dates.
Okay, can I just ask a quick question before we go into the next one?
You can do whatever you want. Sure.
Are there any tips for this date with Nan?
Be yourself!
I mean, that's
date him.
That hasn't worked out for me. That hasn't worked out for me in a long time.
Keep your guards up.
I'm worried now. Who did they set you up with?
Chlamydia is a topic you guys can worry on.
Sweet.
Good things have happened. That's great.
He's done about as many sets as he's had chlamydia, so that's. Who wants to start talking shit? I don't know.
Oh, I love it.
Oh man. Okay, I have my first 30-second rant.
All right, let's do it.
And I don't know if this is a word.
I'm excited.
Epitome.
Here are my thoughts on it.
What's up with words with M's in them? Should be pronounced.
Okay, actually does have an M. What is, okay, ahead of time. People who mosey, is mosey a word?
Yes.
In grocery stores. So you're walking down the fucking aisle, it's a busy day, and they take their sweet goddamn time, and they're walking so goddamn slow, and you're just like, I just gotta get to the end of this aisle, and you're walking so fucking slow, death is upon us, what are you walking so slow for? Just get out of the store!
That's 5 more seconds for you.
Fuck!
Yeah, Asians.
Dan likes to mosey in grocery stores. So
is mosey a word?
Yes!
I get so pissed off, I just get stuck behind them all the time.
Yeah, I think my grandmother used it.
Okay, so here's the thing. Some people go to the grocery store for fun. I don't understand these people, but they browse and they take their time. I'm a get in, get out girl. I don't have time for this shit.
He wants to do a first date with the guy who likes to...
Mosey?
He likes to look around grocery stores.
Opposites attract.
That's it. Don't set her up for that world of hurt.
Fucking stop moseying! Okay. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready for my rant.
Yeah.
I'd like about 10 different ones, but I think I said a long one.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Then go.
People that call poutine poutine. Stop trying to be so fucking elitist for something that has gravy, cheese, and fries. Literally the 3 most unclassy things you can have in your fucking life. Look at this shit right here. You want to call this fucking poutine? Are you kidding me? You want to call that poutine? You want to give class to that shit? It literally looks like fucking stew that's been out for 6 days and no one's even... This mic's not even fucking working. That's how angry I am. I'm talking into something that's not even plugged in right now.
I get so much shit.
Thank you for giving Travis a new 10-minute bit. He fucking needs it.
Oh my god. Holy shit, that was so good. I'm the person who says poutine and people correct me, and I fucking hate it.
Settle.
Oh my god, why?
It's Ean. It's Poutine is how it's spelled, right? So it's Ean is...
Well, it's
Ean.
It's a French
It's not Ean, it's Ean.
kind of not Frenchicized it. Yeah, we've anglicized it.
Andrew, do you have another rant you can take off?
Oh my god, boy, do I have rants. Yeah, let's do it.
You ready?
Anytime now.
Do you want to go now?
Hold on a sec. I interviewed white people.
Sponsored by Radio.
All right, perfect. Let's go.
This segment sponsored by Radio. Not really official, but unofficial. Okay. Go.
Fucking rap music sucks today. It's terrible. I'm sorry. Like, I get it. Childish Gambino, This Is America video. Great fucking video with a great statement, but it's not a good song. You can't fucking party to that song. It's ridiculous. How are you going to bob your head to This Is America? How are you going to fucking smoke a joint to This Is America? How are you going to get your dick sucked to This Is America? That's what hip-hop's all about. It's not about all this fucking, like yeah, you got to say shit. Public Enemy said shit too, but you could bob your head to fucking Public Enemy if you were too stupid to know what they were talking about. Rap music stinks. Nowadays.
Oh, wow.
That's great.
Not a fan of This Is America.
I'm not a fan of new rap. I don't like it, man. Like, I don't understand it. Like, to me, it's like that Eminem album that came out where he's just shitting on everybody. I'm like, yeah, and you're telling the truth, man. You're fucking telling it.
I haven't listened to any of that Eminem stuff yet.
Well, it's like the Kamikaze album is him just shitting on all new rappers. Like, he goes after everybody from Drake to fucking, like, Post Malone and all this shit.
Yeah, but everyone's falling for it, which is hilarious because everyone's now being like coming out with like diss tracks and shit.
And they're not as they're not as good as
they're not as good, but that was the goal, is to get people doing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I don't know.
Like literally, it was just Eminem being a shit stir.
Yeah, pretty
it's literally like if someone walked around and I'm like, "This guy said this about this person," and then left. Like that.
Well, who was it? It was Machine Gun Kelly that Response Shark brought up his kids. I'm like, don't fucking bring up his kids, man. He almost had fucking Ja Rule killed over that shit. Like, don't fucking, like, him and 50, were ready to murder Ja Rule because they fucking brought up their families. Like, I'm like, do you really want to do this? Fucking Machine Gun Kelly? Like, fuck you.
Machine Gun Kelly. Okay, more rants. Do you have I feel like I'm not prepared for mine, but I can roll with it.
Yeah, go with it.
I can roll with it. I'm not a stand-up.
For the next hour with 30 seconds between the two of us.
Okay, we ready? And go. So the door on the fucking bus, the back door, okay? Everyone has to wave in front of it, and I get that. I get that you have to wave in front of it. But you want to know what? Sometimes it doesn't fucking open, and you have to yell, back door! Why? Why the fuck? They say, oh, you control it, you have to wave. No, you don't! Sometimes you wave in, and they just don't open the fucking door. And it's really, really fucking frustrating.
Boom! You hit it right on time. Right on time.
I think you're Distillers or something, because I've never had that problem.
I literally recognize you as a person.
Waving it.
I have those automated doors at Walmart. One time, I swear to God, I went to Walmart and I stood in front of the automated doors and they wouldn't open, and I was like, what does this say? Like, what are you trying to tell me, Walmart?
It just pisses me off. Because people are like, oh no, you control. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure the bus driver still controls it. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure those bus drivers, when they're driving a bus with two back doors, like those long ones, that have like, there's like two different doors in the back.
Yeah.
Like, they ain't fucking paying attention, and people are trying to get off.
I will yell for other people.
So worked up.
Because it doesn't bother me, because I know you like...
I refuse.
We're
getting to that round.
Okay.
Are you next, Trev?
I guess so. I'm trying to think about...
I got one ready to go.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Do you want me to double up?
No, I'm going through the Rolodex. I'm just going through the Rolodex.
I'm ready to go. You want?
All right,
I got one.
Oh, here we go.
This is for comedians.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1,
go.
People that say, "Tell me a joke," when they find out you're a fucking comedian.
Don't! Stop asking us to do that shit. You wouldn't do that for literally any other fucking occupation in the world. You wouldn't tell an ambulance driver to go revive someone as soon as you find out that they drive an ambulance. You wouldn't tell a cop to arrest someone as soon as you find out they're a cop. Why do you think we need to be put on the fucking spot to tell a joke? I don't got shit written for you, bitch!
Boom.
Boom! Fort, you get 3 seconds!
Fuck you, assholes.
Ah, shit! I can't.
That was a really good
one. That was a really
I'm ready to go.
Oh my god, we're going right into it.
Let's do it.
I actually, but to comment on that.
Well, we can talk about this.
To comment on that, like when I've had comedians on recently, I'm like, do not ask them to tell you their stuff. Do not ask them to do their stuff. They fucking hate it.
Sometimes we'll volunteer it. That's fine.
Yeah, but don't ask them to do it. Okay, right?
Unless you got a new comic. If you got a new comic on, do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Immigrants. Now hear me out. No, now hear me out. I'm pro-immigrant on this. I'm so fucking sick and tired of these racist fucks on Facebook saying, go home. Our country's full. Have you seen New Brunswick? Fuck off. Let them have New Brunswick. They could set up a whole goddamn country in the middle of New Brunswick, and we never know they were even fucking there. And by the way, shawarma's amazing. So fuck off, you racist pieces of shit. Goddamn right. Bring the fucking immigrants over here. They got good food and a work ethic that white people don't have.
It's very true.
So white people fuck white people. That was more like fuck white people part 2.
They fucking have a work. You're right.
Yeah, fuck them, man. Let them do their own shit. It ain't bothering you. Why you gotta bother them?
Yeah. Well, when you start off as a doctor, making pizzas is literally probably a pretty relaxing job.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. I have one.
Okay. Well, she's gonna say she hates black people in 30 seconds.
Okay. Okay. People with BO. Okay. I understand. Yeah, I know. Like, I don't smell anything, so I'm safe to fucking that. I understand that, like, deodorant might give you cancer, or so I hear. But then natural deodorant is really fucking pricey and doesn't work. Or sometimes you just don't wear it at all. It's fucking disgusting. Wear deodorant for the love of God and shower. Oh my God.
I agree with you 100%. But can I say something about deodorant that's fucked up? I don't know about you. I gotta switch my deodorant every 3 weeks. It works for 3 weeks, and then I gotta switch another fucking brand. Because it's like my
At least you wear it!
What do you got? Super sweat that's like, we've done the research.
It's like my body's fighting against it. Like, it's like a new strain. I gotta fucking go in there and fucking mix shit up.
Oh, it's just, I'm a sweaty lady, and I'm reapplying. When I'm on the bus...
Are you clear stick or white stick? That's the question.
Does anyone use clear stick?
I use clear stick. White
as like a woman.
Yeah, I like the clear better.
Do you?
Because it gets on my clothes and stuff.
I guess.
But like, I just don't understand. I'm on the bus and I'm just like, do you smell you? Do you smell you?
Well, I honestly
do they smell them?
I think they don't notice.
Do they not? Like, I want to get someone who
Grant, you can probably smell the cigarette that I smoke, right? You can probably smell cigarette.
Yeah, because it's faint. It's not bad.
But it's because I put the butt in my pocket and I'll throw it on your fucking ground. But like, that's the thing. Like, I never smell the smoked cigarettes. I smoke all the time. But it's for people that don't smoke cigarettes, they can definitely smell the smoked cigarette.
Yeah. Yeah. I get it. Some people just don't like deodorant. If you are that person and you are also a sweaty person.
Yeah, there are people out there that need to fucking wash their ass. They gotta wash their ass.
You gotta maybe do some other things, maybe. Because I've had times where I've been next to people on the bus and I've just been like, I've been gagging.
Yeah.
It's just too much.
That's why I just don't take buses.
Do I got one? I did have one just a second.
I'm gonna look at my notes because I wrote stuff down. Oh.
Okay, yeah, I do got one.
Okay.
I got my one. This is my big finale.
Oh, sweet. 1, 2, 3, go.
People that refer to Anastasia as a Disney princess. She's not a fucking Disney princess. She works for Warner Brothers. Know the difference between two different companies, you pieces of shit. I'm tired of every fucking Disney tribute video involving Anastasia. She's not part of that at all. 20th Century Fox, maybe. Warner Brothers, probably. Disney, no. They have nothing to do with the Russian story of Anastasia, the missing princess. Get your shit together. Get your life together. We live in a time where you can Google anything. Go fuck yourself.
That's the second Anastasia reference I've heard in 2 days.
What did I know her?
They did a cartoon a couple of years ago.
Not 21 years
No, but like, was it
1997.
fucking Christ, man. Time goes by crazy when you're getting older. You're like, fuck, I'm still know one of these.
Oh my god, please, the amount of food that's going to be thrown out tonight.
Yeah, I got one that I could do.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's leave this in.
Where's my... Okay.
Your timer?
Okay, ready?
Okay, yeah.
No, not form. Okay, there we go. And go.
Fat men need to stop talking about how they can eat pussy. Get it. We all eat pussy because our body is shit. That's what we do. We go down there and we make it fucking happen. We take them right to the good town. That's what we do. We fucking deliver them on 34th Street. We make that shit happen. But you don't need to brag about it. Every fat guy's good at eating pussy. That's just the golden fucking rule. It's the rule book. And it's generation. You eat the pussy. Sometimes you eat the asshole. Sometimes you eat the whole goddamn thing. But stop bragging about it. Get it. Ain't that fucking hard? The alphabet. Sue talk.
I think that was the thing. I've never heard that before.
I just feel like any guy who says that, I just hate it when guys say that in general. Like, just relax.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is it really that complicated? Like, I mean, I always do a good job. Is it that complicated?
Well, I mean, you're 2 for 2.
Yeah, well, still.
I think that oral on women is probably harder than oral on
Oh,
dogs.
definitely, but it's not as hard as they hype it up to be, right?
No, that's true. I mean, don't be licking my thigh, which
No,
I've had done.
You gotta fucking focus on the little man on the boat.
Okay, Richard Parker. Fucking life of pie.
Well, that's the thing. The little man on the boat. That's what it looks like. The little man in the...
You're great.
Also, if you don't eat pussy, you shut the fuck up. That's some bullshit.
You know what?
You're challenging.
Here's the thing.
Khaled.
It's not the default, I think, for the majority of casual sex.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just not my default. Maybe something's wrong with me.
I'm gonna be honest. Like I've had male friends tell me because I like doing it. That they're like, yeah, but if you were hooking up regularly, you wouldn't do it to everybody. You'd wait till. I was like, what? Are you kidding? You do it to everybody. It's
my Disney jokes. It's gonna happen.
It's a gentleman thing to do, right? Like it's fucking.
Mm-hmm.
Why would also because the statistics? I don't mean to be fucking weird, but the statistics are that like most women don't have vaginal orgasms; they have clitoral orgasms. So yeah, you do that shit, right? Like,
gotta do that shit. I think my friend Carmen might be here. She's gonna come at a weird time. No. Yeah, we got into sex talk here, but yeah, I know you're totally right. But also, I'm the type to for me, it's clitoral, but not oral clitoral.
Yeah.
So you can do it all day, but it ain't going. I don't know. Thank you for trying, though. Thank you for trying.
Shut up and do it.
Shut up and just do it. I think it's the thought that counts.
Nike campaign. Just do it.
Just do it.
You gotta have a good opener. I don't care how big of a headline you are. You gotta.
Which one is my next rant? Okay. I got it. Ready? And I'm not as prepared as these guys. You got.
We didn't even prepare. You just told us to rant about shit.
That's right. Yeah, but you guys are better. Okay. Here we go. When you go to walk-in clinics and they ask you why you're there, fuck off! That's none of your business. And also, I don't want the rest of the office room, the waiting room, hearing that I have a fucking yeast infection that has lasted 2 weeks, and I need to get some fucking prescription yeast infection medication. It's embarrassing as fuck. And you want to know what? There's not one time that I go to a walk-in clinic and don't lie. I lie every time.
Lord have mercy.
I just fucking hate that.
Yeah.
Why? What difference does? I mean, I guess you gotta prioritize people, but what the fuck? It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
You're there and you're and I have a loud voice, so they ask, "What are you here for?" Everyone's gonna hear it.
You say prescription refill.
That's what I say. That's what I mean. I lie.
Yeah.
I lie when they ask me because I don't want to say what it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
And I feel like this is an energy thing. I think we're
we're just getting shit out. We love it.
Yeah, and I'm yelling a lot.
Taking over your mind. We literally
oral clitoral. Yeah, it rhymes.
Oh, Liam? Yeah, fuck yeah, you know it, right? You gotta eat the pussy. I don't know who you are, Liam, but you know you gotta eat that pussy, right?
Okay.
Anybody, eat the pussy, eat the dick, fucking eat the butt, eat it all. Do Do your thing. Do you.
All the eating.
Fucking just do it. /Nike. I don't know what that means anymore. After this week, it's very complicated.
Yeah, I think I'm right. People that complain about reboots and remakes and saying Hollywood has no more ideas anymore. Just don't fucking watch. I'm tired of hearing you're ruining my childhood because they're remaking a different movie. Who gives a shit? You don't need to watch it. No one's forcing you to fucking watch a live-action Beauty and the Beast. No one's forcing you to watch a live-action Lion King. Just don't go to the fucking theater. Only watch the one that you like. You don't need to watch anything that's already been made. I'm so tired. How fragile is your fucking childhood that the fact that a live-action fucking CGI lion has anything...
That's an hour long. I'm very passionate about Disney up in this bitch.
I hate people.
You know, I knew I brought the king on for the 30-second race. Yeah, you got reasons.
Oh, I love this. I want to make another episode of this. This is amazing. Oh, it feels so fucking good to just let it all out.
Yeah.
Get another one.
It's definitely not good promotion for the rage room when you realize 30 seconds can get it all out of you.
Yeah.
We need 45 minutes.
We need 45 minutes.
Can I, tag onto your thing a little bit? Yeah. All right, give me 30 seconds.
Never stopped you before.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Shut the fuck up about The Last Jedi. I get it. It wasn't perfect. What do you want? They made 30,000 of those fucking movies, you fucking nerds. Buy your Chewbacca and shut the fuck up. We get it. I understand Carrie Fisher shouldn't have lived, but Mark Hamill should have. I get it. It's all good. Everything in that movie kind of sucked, but that lightsaber battle was dope, so you need to shut your fucking mouth. Don't watch it if you don't want to. It's on Netflix. It's $9.99 a month. You don't even have to fucking subscribe to it if you don't want to. Just do your own goddamn thing. Who cares if you buy Blu-rays anymore? They're not... All right.
Damn it. I need multiple bells.
Agree.
I need multiple bells. I need, one on each end.
I'm so tired of people bitching about that movie.
God.
You didn't like it. You didn't like it. Who gives a shit?
Did you see that girl, Kathleen Kennedy? She's a producer. She's getting an honorary Oscar. And people are like, she doesn't deserve it.
Because it's a woman. That's all it is. It's all fucking Hollywood going after.
They're like, she did Last Jedi. She's the last person to do that. And then everyone's like, well, she also did Back to the Future, E.T. Like, they start listing up all these other
fucking nerds can't stand a woman.
What did she do? What was her
She's a producer.
She's a producer. She's in charge of the new Star Wars franchise.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of these fucking nerds online who hate women think that the new franchise is too feminist, and they it's just bullshit. Fucking women.
We should put all the incels in cells.
Yes. Right. I mean, I know I typically look like somebody who would do that shit, but I'm against it.
Yeah, we're doing incel profiling.
I could be sent undercover. 2005's last time I had sex, that I could go undercover, crack the incels.
Guys, I get it.
It's like Black Klansman, but black, I don't know.
You're scared straight for fucking incels. I know.
Okay, let's do one more each. I mean, we could go all night. I got
one more each.
I gotta get my hair done.
Yeah. You gotta get to yachts.
So, okay, here we go. This is a subject that no one should be surprised about. People who almost hit people on the fucking sidewalks. Okay, specifically when you're turning on a red light, okay? You need to look before you fucking turn on a red. Because you know what? That's our safe time to walk. That is our safe time to walk. We have a walk sign, and you're almost you're just flying through, you're, God or whatever that is, and you almost hit us, and it's fucking annoying, and it scares the shit out of me, and it's why I'm terrified of dying in life.
It's a shame that it only goes to 30 seconds.
My head hurts.
I honestly think when you originally started this concept, she was like, should we do a minute each? No, a minute's too long, we should do 30. We could easily go.
God damn it! It's my same time to walk. All I'm saying is slow down and look.
Yeah.
Just don't speed through. Fuck! Every day I almost get hit. Do you drive or take...
I do a lot of bus stuff.
Okay, yeah. So you're a pedestrian?
Yeah.
And when I'm crossing the street and someone's walking with me, I'm thinking, at least we're going to die together. Literally, I have that thought. When I'm not alone at the crosswalk, I'm like, well... Someone else is walking.
I've seen a lot of people like cars.
Fuck, it's fucking Christ.
Okay. You, Travis?
Yeah, I think wait a minute.
I already got mine. I had one. I'm ready to go.
You want to go now?
You go now, because I had it and I forgot it.
This is rants and all rants.
Rants and all rants. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
No disrespect, because you're asking for votes, but fuck you, the coast. I hate you. I hate everything about you. I hate everything that has to do with you. I get it. You got like an indie band that no one's ever heard of, and you got black rimmed glasses. But go fuck yourself. You haven't been relevant since 1997. You don't know what journalism is if you blew Bob Woodward and he fucking came in your mouth. You don't know any of that shit. Go fuck yourself, you hack-ass piece of journalist shit. Yeah, that's right. Write another fucking lie article about me. Do it again. Let's see what happens. This time I'll record every fucking thing, and we'll see. All right, really. Well, my 30 seconds has changed.
Vote for me!
She has a good podcast. Vote for her.
Okay.
I had one. It's now changed.
Okay.
Oh. Just
Here we go.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
People that shit on the coast, they're not right. I mean, hi, this is Travis Lindsay, nominated for Best Comedian in Halifax. Personally, I think you should vote for me. Why? Because I do comedy more than once every fucking 6 months. Yeah, sure, you're going on a date with the other comedian that's nominated, but I've been doing it longer than him, and I am better. So other than that, I am Dan is this poutine. I am Donair Egg Rolls. Vote for me. Coast Magazine, Best Comedian.
I wasn't nominated, so.
Next year, bud.
Sorry, I got real.
Next year.
Next year. It's not gonna happen.
1, 3, and people just take over the whole category. What are your final advice for this date? Because I'm not good at,
before we sign off,
I'm not good at dates, and you guys are friends with him. So what should I say to seem cool?
Praise me and Andrew.
If you told him, one thing that really turns Dan on is his hatred for minorities. So if you could,
Stop!
He's from PEI. It's in his blood.
He's never met any. So no.
Stop!
Talk endlessly about potato farming.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Honestly, that probably would work. I'll tell you some tales.
Do you know any Bob Seger? Are you like a huge Bob Seger fan?
Yeah, well, he loves
Night Moves. So yeah, like bring up Bob Seger, Hollywood Nights, Night Moves, turn the page, whatever you need to do, just to make it happen.
Okay.
You're gonna be fine. Just like a couple more waters and a couple more booze, you'll be fine.
I love how people just keep telling me to drink water.
Well, no, you were the one who said you were fucked.
I'm drunker than I thought I would be at this point. That's what I'll say. So, thank you guys so much.
Thank you. No worries.
Thank you. I'm like emotional a little bit. Oh, wow. Do you guys have any upcoming shows? You have an album coming, right?
I'm going to record an album. The date is not set, but I am recording an album. It can't be, as you guys talked, it can't be Tragic Kingdom because fucking Gwen Stefani and her piece of shit band. I love No Doubt, but they done hurt me with their
hey baby, hey.
Girl say. Yeah, so at the end of either October or November, I will be filming The Kid Is Alright.
That's amazing.
Oh, that's a great title. The Kid Is Alright.
That's awesome.
I like that. Yeah. I like that. The Kid Is Alright. I like that.
The Kid is his nickname. So The Kid Is Alright.
And there's been plenty of songs. The kids aren't alright. I'm going to be at Yuck Yuck St. John the weekend of September 22nd, and then Chuckles St. John the weekend of October 27th. I've got an Ontario run coming up soon. The dates will be announced. Check us out, andrewroncomedy.ca. I also have an album out. It's on iTunes. It's called Too Fat to Go Kart.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that album, I wouldn't be able to afford the booze that came here tonight. I got a $1,200 paycheck the other day. That's amazing. So thank you for that. It's almost all spent, but because I make bad decisions, 2 days I spent $1,200. Boom, making it work.
It just seems so easy.
Making it work. But check us out, Boys Club Comedy Podcast on iTunes, Boys Club Pod on...
I'm honestly probably going to be back to crash this thing.
This was our last subscribe to Boys Club.
Yay!
Perfect.
Awesome.
Thank you guys so much.
Next up, we have the evening portion of the stream. So in between Travis and Andrew, I took a little glam break. Vern came by and did my hair. We had some good chit chat. I may or may not have taken a quick vomit break at this point because I got a little drunker than I had intended on. My whole plan was to keep it really nice and slow in the afternoon. Probably drank a little more than I should have, and I was feeling it midway through. Oh my gosh, was I ever feeling it. But next up we have Harper McCormack. So Harper did an epic 2-part episode for Intoxicated. Obviously, I had to have her back on. This next clip is just me and Harper and Vern hanging out and talking, and it's amazing. We talk about the internet. We talk about content creation. We talk about zaddies. It's a really good clip. So check out this next clip with Harper and Vern.
One of my favorite moments from the live stream so far. I've been dipping in and out all day. My favorite part was when I first watched it and the guy from the podcast thing, and you said TanaCon, and he just looked at you like, what are you talking about? He was like, what is TanaCon? He had no clue.
Wait, I don't know what
TanaCon is. Oh, there it is. Okay, well, let's talk about it.
It was this YouTuber named Tana Mojo who tried to have a convention that she planned in a week. And it was...
Listen. I'm truly the TanaCon of live streams. People don't really get it, but I am. I mean, it's not as disaster worthy.
It was just
but it's the same. Just not quite sure. You're just kind of doing it, and you don't really know what you're doing, and you're guessing, and I'm professional.
But you're making it work.
Vote for me for best podcast.
Vote for me for best.
I'm not up for best live streamer. I'm up for best podcast. So.
Did you hear all the shit with Ariana Grande had to shut down her
Yes. We talked about that earlier. We talked about that.
Oh, I feel so bad for her. That's
I feel real bad.
Why? Because of the...
Everyone's blaming her for his death.
Everyone. Really? I didn't even hear about that. Why?
That he died?
No, I heard he died.
Oh, okay.
Well, people are blaming her. Well, because she moved on from him so
within a week.
Oh.
And as soon as they broke up, he started getting DUIs and crashed his car. And...
She was probably keeping him together.
She's had through a rough time with different things. She had that shooting. She had the donut incident.
No, the donut.
She recently got felt up during Aretha Franklin's funeral. Her 10-hour-long funeral, apparently.
10 hours.
Yeah. This is longer than Aretha Franklin's funeral, by the way.
Her funeral had the costume changes.
Danielle sent me the link and was like, this is how I picture your funeral to be.
They changed her nail polish and everything.
The dead body.
The
Aretha Franklin had costume changes.
Yes. Different dresses every day, different makeup, different...
Oh, I thought you meant,
no,
people there. Oh, wow.
Can you imagine? Going to... I'd probably...
I just assumed they were it's hour 6, guys, change your outfits.
I mean, I would have a costume change at my wedding, for sure.
Oh, yeah, I want, 3 looks.
3 looks.
What's the worst thing somebody said to you?
I'll read you actually one.
This is juice for me.
But I don't delete them. I don't care. So someone said, this is the biggest joke of a video I've ever seen. Kopak is too good for you. Sorry. Kopak for Cy Young. I don't know what that means. This girl has no idea what she's talking about. She just wants clout. And someone just comment.
Oh, yeah.
Someone just comment, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Useful. Yeah, I mean, I get a lot of,
okay. There's a lot of people sort of crumbling under the pressure, the stress that, Ariana Grande, she shuts down her thing because she just, probably it's the intensity of it, the scale of it is a lot, but you're different, you don't, so is that the next evolution, we all, we'll say horrible, nasty things, but not care?
Well, I just feel if you're gonna sit at home and comment nasty things on my stuff, 1, thank you for the view.
That's just it!
Thank you for that.
And 2, make sure you click the ads. And then number 3 is, you're obviously not happy with your life. So, I mean, I don't know. If you want to be you're ugly or whatever, you're a whore, I'm okay. Tell me something I haven't heard.
That's the thing. And, I think about it, too, with the show. I'm if you get... The thing is, with Intoxicated, the later in you get in an episode, the more drunk, the more loose the conversation. So it's if people hear something in an episode that they don't like, I'm just gonna alright, well, it's a podcast.
Has anyone ever said anything to you?
No! Not
because, we get into stuff.
Oh, yeah, we talk about it a lot.
Not yet. But then I kind of want them to, because at least then I know they listen.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing is, someone makes a comment about, minute 13, I'm well, at least you, watched the whole video.
Exactly! And can you tell when people comment? So, when you
no,
YouTube,
but a lot of people will be I can't believe you said this. And I'm like, well, when did I say this? And it's like, oh, like, it was like the end of the video I said that. You watched literally the whole thing. You're that bored.
I make content for bored
But
losers.
then some people will comment, like someone commented the other day on my video about, like, the time I had sex with the pizza delivery guy and was like, wow, what a slut. And I was like, well, I mean, look at the title. Like, I
mean, it's a fantasy.
Yeah.
It's porn.
Well, I mean, it was
like
clickbaity as well. Like, there was more to the story, but people yeah, like, it was more than just, like, he didn't, like, people, like, read it and thought he, like, showed up at my door and I was like, hello, come in.
Yeah. Actually, you're super good at that. You're good at, like, distilling something down into what would get a click.
Yeah, more than more.
Well, I mean, you need the clip. You need something catchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so much content out there.
Yeah.
And, like there's so much.
Oh,
like, we are overwhelmed at this point, I think.
Well, everyone wants to be a YouTuber. Everyone wants to be a podcaster. Everyone wants to...
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And it's like, what weeds out, I don't know, what weeds people out?
So you have to find topics that people are going to actually click on and be like, oh, I need to know about this. Because, like, someone, especially with YouTube, like, it's such a big market, people have to, like, decide, I'm going to click on this video instead of, like, these 100 other videos. So, yeah, you have to be clickbaity. People get pissed about it because they'll be like, oh, like, you led me on. Like, the Brielle Bierman one, I titled it, like, I'm the reason they broke up, but I'm not. But
it's like your influence could have contributed to it.
She actually reached out to me.
Oh my
god!
Well, okay, she didn't directly. She had her best friend reach out to me.
Right. The best friend was like, what did she say? Something like, can you send the screenshots?
Yeah.
Can you send me the conversation?
Yeah, she asked for, like, the screenshots of me and him talking. And I was like, I'm not saying them to you, but if she wants to message me directly, like, we can. I just don't feel like you need to get involved when it's, like, me, her, and him.
Right.
And her friend was like, people just lie about this stuff just so they can get, like, talk to Brielle directly. And I'm like, girl, you're not like, that big of a deal. Like, you're on, like, Real Housewives of Atlanta for 2 seconds. Like,
right?
Like, why would I make a whole video and, like, pretend? And, like, I posted, like, screenshots of me talking to him, but people are still like, no, you're lying. And, like, okay. Like, literally, you guys can confirm right now I'm not lying.
Oh my god.
Look, there you go. You got the blue check and everything. There's lots of them. But yeah, he messaged me on Snapchat, and he said, low blow using my name for clout, which clout means, like, trying to get, like, attention or fame or something. And I just sent, like, the emoji where the girl, like, has her hands up, and she's like, well,
got that clout!
And then, I really want to get this, like, printed on his shirt. He said, but I guess it's true, you can never trust a slut. And then he blocked me.
I want to ask you guys, like, both of you, another question.
Love that.
So, Jeffree Star lately is, like, going deep into the personal expose. He's talking a lot about his past. We did that 5-part series.
Yeah,
it was amazing. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Every single night.
Oh my god, me too.
Yeah, I watched all of it.
Like, I'm ready for another round.
I know, yeah.
I want to know who's next that he's going to do.
Yeah.
I want Jaclyn Hill.
Yeah, that would be good. She would never.
Because, I mean, listen, I love the girl, but she's kind of a...
All the drama is really good right now.
Garbage fire a little bit.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Apparently it's Logan Paul, which I don't care about.
I would still watch that, you know. Okay, but then I'm very guilty of, like, just buying it. Like, I'll click on that and watch it.
Okay,
Yeah.
but this was the original, so, like, in some ways, like, everything after that's going to be, like, trying to copy it. It won't be as good as it, because certain people won't have as much interesting stuff to say, or they won't be willing to go as far. But my question for the two of you is, like, does it interest you showing more of your personal side to your audience? Because you're interviewing people.
Yeah.
And you say a lot of personal stuff, but, like, in our podcast, you were talking about where you're from, and it's a small place, and, like, that was really endearing.
Exactly. Because you find out way more about people.
Yeah, it's just, like, giving me so much, like, depth.
I think the hard part about it as well is, like when I did the video about, like, the rape situation, like, that was probably, like, my most real, like, honest video I've ever done. But it's just, like, when you're doing videos like that, like, I just assume, like, people don't care about, like, where I'm from and stuff.
That's
and,
what
like,
Jeffree said, though, too.
Like,
but, like, how many views?
Yeah, no, exactly. But, like, I don't know, it's just, like, when I'm, like, sitting down to film, I'm like, okay, I can either talk about, like, this crazy story, or I can, like, be like, I'm from New Brunswick, and, like, this and this and this, and it's just, like, which one do I think is going to get more views?
And I think it's the platform thing, too, because I think your story time videos are better for YouTube, because they're a little more, like they don't take an hour to tell.
Yeah.
Whereas a podcast is, okay, let's buckle up and dive. Like,
well, and that's like with the podcast.
Because it's just audio, right?
Like, yeah. And with the podcast, I wasn't like worried about doing that.
Yeah, it's a different medium.
Yeah, I was like, we have like hours to talk about this stuff.
We've really talked.
Where it's like, so much. And I was like, with my videos, I have like 20 minutes like max. So that's like my cutoff I like to do.
Yeah.
And like, it's like, I don't know.
That's a good time.
Yeah, normally I'm like sitting down and telling a story, and like just like where I'm from and stuff has never really fit in. I am going to do a video soon like about like my childhood, well, not my childhood, but like growing up like in my teen years and stuff. Because I went through like a lot of bullying and stuff, so that will be like a more like personal video. Yeah,
I'll be looking forward to that.
Thank you. Yeah. But yeah, I just feel like I don't know. I feel like I'll get more like real and like talk about myself when I have like a larger audience as well. Yeah, then it'll be like, oh, it's not just me. Like,
feel a little more comfortable.
Yeah,
that makes
oddly enough.
Like it's like right now I'm just trying to like bring in as many people as I can.
Exactly.
Yeah. And like I literally just have like a notepad in my phone that I just like a bunch of like video ideas that are like very like controversial and like gonna get a reaction and honestly like I just posted like this Facebook test the other day and like a lot of people got upset about it, but doing what I do, I like you have to think about stuff that's gonna get a reaction. So I'm always like trying to like think of things I can post that I know are gonna get a reaction, even if it's negative or if it's positive. Because even if it's negative, like, people are still looking at it. Like, someone's going to comment on that, then it's going to show up in their newsfeed, and other people are going to see it. Mm-hmm. And I don't know.
What was
people don't understand.
Can we talk about the status? Was it the unattractive guys one?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. Let's talk about
Well, on Facebook, I get probably, like, 50 friend requests a day. And they're all... but they're all, like, very, like, men that, like, look like they've been to jail twice. Or have several children, but not with the same women. Or... have a picture with like a tractor or just like very random men.
Just so you're wondering, it's the opposite of that. That's what she's looking for.
Exactly, yeah. So I just made a status and it was like just a joke and I was like, if anyone needs examples of unattractive men, I can send you my friend request list. Thank you. I thought it was funny too.
Like you're funny. You're super
it's
funny.
funny.
It was a good status.
What was the one that killed? There was one that killed me that you did on Instagram stories. Happy Father's Day to all the guys I call daddy. Yeah. I was like, because I wasn't on board with the daddy thing for a long time.
Oh, I would never actually call a man daddy during sex.
Oh yeah, I know. I wouldn't call it not during sex now, but when they're not around. I just feel
like it's very like a bizarre like thing to say. Like, I mean, if it gets your rocks out, then do it.
I like zaddy.
Yeah, no, I'll like reply to guys' pictures like a snap and stuff and say that, but like I could never just imagine during sex like saying it, like just throwing it out. And also,
I tried to say it and then I just couldn't.
I think you'd also have to worry about the guy.
Zaddy.
Well, zaddy is not. That's a different thing.
Yeah, that's like.
What's the difference between daddy and zaddy?
Zaddy is like, I don't know. It's like it was like in a rap song, but it's supposed to mean like the definition is like a very fashionable like.
Yeah, like damn zaddy.
Yeah, it's like very hot, very like all the other like any man can be daddy.
Yeah, that's true.
I went on a date with a zaddy before I came here.
Oh my god, let's talk dating. How's it going?
It was interesting. I met him 10 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's just sort of been like I haven't even given him a second thought, and it turns out one of my clients, my really good clients, he's her best friend. So she was like going on about her best friend, and I was like, wait, who? And she gave me the full name, and it was him. And I said, oh, that's interesting. And I just started poking around, asking questions about his status. I think I went right for is he single, which I typically do. I don't know why.
Right for his what?
It's like I will not throw my rod in the water unless I know there's fish there.
I feel like I'm the exact opposite.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm like, you're unavailable? Tell me more about that.
And I'm just like,
it was the other day.
Blue check mark.
Corey might be watching. I'm sure he won't mind me telling this, but he has a very hot friend. And I messaged him. I said, "Where have you been hiding this hot friend of yours?" And he was like, "Yeah, he's a good guy, and he's also taken." I was like, "Sweet, just my type." tell him Sarah says hi. And then I was like, "Girlfriend or wife? I want to know my challenge going into it." Fuck, I'm terrible.
Next up, everybody, we have more Harper McCormack. So one part of Harper's segment on the stream was to come in and sit down with myself and a friend of mine, actually, who was brave enough to come on the stream and have his Tinder profile critiqued. And I could not have thought of a better person to do it than Harper, who's the queen of Tinder. This segment was very interesting. Big shout out to Zach for being our brave subject of this segment. It was a ton of fun. We were both really, really honest with him. It's a really good segment to check out on the live stream. But here are the audio highlights of the Tinder consultation with Harper.
Oh my goodness. So, Zach.
Yes.
So my friend Angela put us in a group chat together.
Yes.
and she suggested this to be a podcast episode.
Okay, yes.
So she was like, are you recently single?
December, so not super recently.
Okay, that's a good amount of time.
Year.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah,
amount.
exactly.
And she was like, essentially, he'd want some advice on his Tinder profile.
Right, exactly.
So maybe that would be a good episode. And I said, well, do you want to do that on live stream?
I mean, it's a jump. It's a jump, but might as well go in head first. So.
Are you nervous?
A little bit.
So...
But, I mean...
Have you listened to Intoxicated?
I actually haven't. So.
Have you watched any videos?
No.
No. Okay. Well, we're going to be honest. But the honesty is for your own good.
Love.
Oh, yeah.
Because here's the thing, and this is what I will say.
I was hoping you'd see my videos. This may go
my main thing with Tinder is that there's a lot of shitty profiles, and it might be the same for women too. I don't know.
There's a lot of. I've swiped left on a lot of
How many
single
matches
photo.
do you have?
I've had 4, but now granted, I will say that yeah.
That's okay. No. There's no judgment. There's no judgment.
I will say that the first 3 weeks, I've only been using it for about a month, and the first 3 weeks of it was in Eastern Passage.
Ooh.
Wow.
So really,
you have some real great matches.
So first of all, don't swipe on people that are so goddamn far away. Because what you said they did.
I was actually living in Eastern Passage for a month. That's like
okay.
I was in Eastern Passage. That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
But my thing is like when I make jokes or critique guys' profiles,
I just
really,
want you to get sad.
It comes from like I just want guys to know how to make a good one.
Yeah, no, exactly.
So like
I know that you're trying to help me, and
exactly.
I take constructive criticism very well.
And we kind of Harper in particular knows a good profile.
I'm an expert.
So like once we get through the critiquing stage, and if you're still here and you don't storm out, we will give you advice. On how to make it better.
Well, that's the point of being here, so I want to stay for that. So.
Oh yeah, you're going to get the advice. The advice is going to happen. But first, I think we got to get to know you.
Okay. Yes.
And who you are. So what? You don't have to say what you do if you don't want to. But like, what do you do for work? What do you do for fun? What are your hobbies? Tell us about Zach.
Yeah, sure. Well, I am. As far as work goes, I'm very people-oriented in every aspect of my life, really. I love dealing with people. Music is my passion. I am a metalhead.
Metalhead!
I'm primarily a metalhead, but I describe myself more so as a music lover who particularly leans towards metal.
Okay.
Because I like...
Does this mean you're unemployed?
Right now, I am employed, but I am waiting to start.
Okay. Good.
Oh, well, that's good.
Okay, love that for you.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
It's a work-at-home position, too.
Does that mean you're unemployed because he likes metal?
I've just heard a lot of, I've been on a lot of dates, but, I do music, I'm doing this, and it's like...
Oh, right. It's not artist.
I knew exactly where you're coming from for that. It's not an uncalled for question.
Oh, good.
It was put a little blunt. I didn't take offense to it, but it was put a little blunt. But it's not an uncalled for question.
Do you play music? Are you in a band?
I sing and I also play bass. I'm not currently in a band, but I'm putting together one.
Oh, good.
What type of band?
Metal.
Sweet. Do you have any band names in mind?
Beats of Terror.
Oh.
Yep.
Very nice. It's like what I call my vagina.
Not to be that
That was a very well placed dig.
Well, I'm proud of that.
I mean, I will say you would be like a left for me.
Okay.
On
the first, you mean on first glance?
Yeah. All the glances.
Because this is what you do with Tinder. You look through the pictures first, and then if they pique your interest, you normally go to the bio.
Yeah.
So
right?
my first thing is, why don't you have a bio?
Ooh, there's nothing?
You certainly do not.
Well, okay, then this is part of... I had a full-on bio. I promise you. I put work into that.
You're changing your story.
I put work into that bio.
What did this imaginary bio say?
Alright, let's hear it.
Maybe your data wouldn't connect it. You might not have been on Wi-Fi when you made it.
Well, I've checked it recently. It said, I am a It mentioned I was a metalhead. It's.
I don't think you need to mention that. I saw your photos.
Well, it didn't mention that I was a metalhead specifically. It said that I'm a music lover who leans towards metal. Is why I reworded that before.
Right. All of your Spotify picks are very scary.
What? But
that's all the music that I listen to.
Yeah.
That's just what I listen to.
This is you.
Yeah.
This is your...
Yeah.
We're just trying to present the profile in a way that shows you in your best light.
Yeah, exactly. And one thing that is, I'd say, one of the things that is most important to me, top 3, definitely, is that I can listen to my music without being asked to turn it off. So I'm putting forward up front what music I listen to. So if you don't like it, and if you're going to ask me to turn it off, then please swipe left.
Then you get out.
Yeah.
How often do you braid your beard?
I just started that in June. So, I do it once every few weeks, probably. Though I just moved and I don't know where my bead is, and I like it with the bead in, so I don't.
You put a bead in it?
Yeah.
Did I miss that?
I think it was on that. It's on both of these. Yeah. That.
Oh, that's a bead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. On the end of the braided beard?
Right, yep.
Okay.
Now, this picture, are you wearing a Hogwarts costume?
No, I am in a suit and tie or vest and tie for my best friend's wedding.
I wouldn't look at that and say Hogwarts, he's just wearing a tie!
You look like you're going to be, compete at the, a wizard competition.
What? I think it's just because of the beard. It's just...
No.
Well...
The hair, I can see that the hair covers most of it.
Does anyone here love Harry Potter?
Yes.
Can someone tell me this is not Harry Potter-esque?
Oh, yeah, I see.
Thank you.
I can see it.
Okay. But it's not what you're going for. It's not what you were going for.
It's not what I'm not trying to avoid it, but it's not specifically what I'm going for.
Exactly. Yeah. What did you say? It's Hermione. Brown hair. It's the long hair.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I've never even seen the movies.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow, okay.
I'm gonna cry. Okay, well, if my advice is gonna go anywhere today, we need to get rid of this photo.
Okay, I actually, you know what, devil's advocate.
Oh, Sarah, shut up.
I like the onesie. No, okay, we're gonna just have show. You can't really see, guys, but it's like a onesie.
He's in a onesie.
Oh!
I actually think
don't own that, no.
My logic for putting that on.
Yeah, that's but that's me. In
my logic for putting that on was well, first of all, it skips the monotony of just the selfie.
I would put it as the absolute last photo.
It's not last.
It should be the last one.
I would put it as the absolute last one.
Well, to be completely honest with you, you look creepy.
In the onesie?
I don't love that for you. Zach?
It was a spray.
Yeah. I think if you're gonna have the braid, I mean the beard.
Okay.
I think you need to embrace the beard. The braid is a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
What do you mean by that?
It's
next level.
Yeah.
But there's in a good way or a bad way?
Well, I don't mean in a good way.
Okay.
Okay, can I ask a question? An honest question?
Yes.
Okay.
Just be a Harper.
Have you gotten feedback? Generally with women, what's the feedback you get about the beard and the braid? Are they
I just feel like you're trying to hide something. You have very long hair, a lot of beard, very little face.
Because I feel like
features as well.
Say again, I'm sorry.
Nice face.
You do.
Great eyes.
You do.
Good nose. I can't see anything else.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
okay.
It's a little, but we're leading into makeover territory here. We're gonna
the next episode.
This is not queer eye for this guy. See, here's my thing. A lot of these look the same.
They do.
These two look too similar.
I was made aware of that. I haven't had someone to take pictures.
Right. Yeah. No, I feel that. I do feel that.
Let me show you. No one takes pictures of me, and I have over 1,000 matches.
I mean, I feel like girls have a better time.
That's not true.
I will say that the margin from 4 to 1,000 is more than just accredited to the difference in male or female.
I think that's an excuse.
I mean, I feel like after this there would still be like you'll get 1,000 and maybe I'll get like 20.
Well, I mean, this is what every single guy on Tinder says to me. I hear the same thing from every guy. It's like, girls get more matches. Girls just get
but I know lots of guys with lots of matches.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
I also had in my original that, but because it's I'm not ready for something serious, so I said.
You're one of those.
So what I put in is.
So what are you looking for?
I'm looking for something casual, and I'm open to it turning serious.
Define casual. Are you just looking to fuck her 3 times, or are you just like you want to fuck her weekly, nightly?
Ever so rightly.
As often as we're both down for.
Should the girl pay for it?
Should the girl? Yeah. I'm fine with as long if there's more than one date, as long as it's eventually equal. Like if I don't
so
mind.
It should be equal.
Yes, it should be.
So
equal.
like she should pay for a date, you should pay for a date, she should pay for one, you should pay for one.
It could be that. I mean, I don't mind paying for the majority as long as I feel like I'm not being taken advantage of.
Oh,
as long as I feel like I'm not being taken advantage of. Like if she's always expecting me to pay for every date, then I'm going to just straight up not pay for one date in retaliation.
Plot twist.
Yeah, like the offer. Go for that somebody pays
it gains a lot of points if they do offer.
Well, don't go on seeking arrangements.
Don't go on what? I'm sorry?
Seeking arrangements. It's a sugar daddy website.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't.
That's.
Good luck. Can I say a controversial thing?
Okay.
This is about your Tinder profile as well.
Okay.
I just find it very odd when men put their job when it's not
impressive.
Thank you.
So
like the fact you're a packer at Cisco doesn't really do any like.
You work in logistics.
Yeah, you could
like when they say CEO, I'm like yes.
When they say entrepreneur, I'm like no.
Well, or magician. You can put that.
Magician. Also not great.
And last but most certainly not least, we have the first date segment. Mr. Dan Hendricken, who's a local comedian and also part of the Boys Club podcast with Travis, Lindsay, and Andrew Vaughan, so bravely agreed to go on a date with me on a live stream. Yeah, totally normal, right? Just going to live stream and podcast a first date. Yeah, not weird at all. But seriously though, Dan was great. I personally thought that the date went really well. Still waiting on confirming plans for a second date there, Dan, but I'm sure we'll figure that out eventually. This was a ton of fun. Definitely the most interesting date I've ever been on. And essentially after this clip, we just fucking drank and played some drinking games. Gotta say though, Harper McCormack did crash our date right after this, and it made for some really hilarious moments in the live stream. So go watch the live stream, people. But for now, you can check out some audio highlights from my date with Dan Hendricken.
Yeah. Does anybody have any good first date icebreakers? Like questions, or we should do one of those those compatibility questions.
Oh no, I'll tell you exactly what it is.
Okay, let's do it.
I got this on my fucking.
I
have this app downloaded.
What is it?
No, it's the best thing.
Is it Never Have I Ever?
Oh no! Oh my God, no! Oh, actually, I got my 2 favorite games are Kiss, Marry, or Kill.
Oh, we could do that.
Which
we played that earlier too.
It's fuck, marry, or kill.
Okay, yeah.
But then the other one is 36 questions.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay. This is what it's called. Connect power 36 questions followed by a minute exercise to answer honestly each one.
So do I have to download the app too? No. Oh, okay. On my phone. Okay, fuck it.
It's this is it's not really an icebreaker, but if a first date isn't going well, I feel like this is going fine.
Okay.
But if it wasn't going well, you could pull this out and see it that way. Okay.
Let's just do it anyway.
Given the choice of anyone in the world, who would you want as a dinner guest?
Okay, I know the answer immediately. Do you know your answer?
Go ahead. No, sure.
Damon Lindelof.
Damon Lindelof. Who the flying fuck is Damon Lindelof? Go to your DVD stack. Who does he play in Never Been Kissed? The teacher?
Stop!
I would play into your paranoia. What?
No, he did my favorite show, Lost, which is one of my favorite shows.
Is he the main guy?
And he did my other favorite show, The Leftovers.
No, he's like a writer, producer.
Oh, wow,
writer.
weird.
Writer, yeah.
Okay, you don't even go with the star.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I would want to have a... dinner date! Oh, wait, so...
Dinner guest.
Dinner guest. Okay, so not a date. Because, he's very happily married with children. And I would just want to pick his brain. I would just want to talk TV. Sure. I would just want to talk TV with him. He's just a fascinating guy. He's so smart. I mean, say what you will about Lost. Say what you will.
Okay, David Lindelof.
Because I'm obsessed with what he does.
Okay, that's fair.
What about you?
I was talking about this the other day. I really want to talk to... I would like to go to a diner and have a cigarette with John Mulaney. I think he's an interesting fellow.
Oh, he's so funny.
I think he's so good at comedy that I'd like to see what he's like regularly.
Oh,
I'd see if he's always weird or if he's just like weird on stage.
I don't think he's weird on stage though. I mean, he's kind of a little bit out there.
Oh my god, he's so fucking successful. Like it's violent. Like he's one of those guys that I'll compare my career with and be like, no, boy, this is going very poorly.
Aww.
No, but there's a couple steps I've been missing. Jesus Christ.
Dan's up for best comedian, I guess.
I won't win.
Never know.
Last year, Mark Rich won, and he's up for it again. I mean, if that's the voting populace of Halifax,
you have 3 slots though. You could get silver, bronze. I'm going for bronze.
Here's my voting prediction. Mark Rich is gonna get number 1. I think. My Sweet Baby Boy.
Travis Lindsay?
I think My Sweet Baby Boy, Adam Maya is going to get number 2.
Okay.
I genuinely hope Travis gets third.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Adam will win because he's so fucking funny. I love him so much. But he's got some hype beside him. His shows that he does with Lindsay. Ever been in one of those?
No.
He does them as
I haven't seen
fucking cute.
I mean, I'm going to be getting into more comedy.
Yeah, you've been saying that for 5 podcasts. So
listen, girl's busy.
Let's go.
Maybe I'll go to Goofy Moose.
Next question. Oh my god, there's 11 comics. The show's gonna be so fucking.
Maybe I'll come.
Almost all the writers. The show is already full, and then every writer from 22 Minutes is back in town. Can we do it? Heidi Brainer's gonna be there.
Heidi Brainer's one. Heidi
Brainer will be there.
Love her.
I'm not just pandering to you because you're a woman. Sophie Buttle, who's probably one of the best in the country, is gonna be there. Mace Coloni is the young phenom is gonna be there. He's gonna be great. Jordan Fozzie, artist really got to know anything about him. Dean Jenkinson is a fucking pro. He wrote a bunch of jokes for JFL. Okay.
Amazing.
He you know how I don't know. Just for Laughs now, they're doing this thing where they get celebrities to go host.
Yeah.
And it's just it's just a publicity move. But
right.
Dean Jenkinson is the guy who writes jokes. He wrote a bunch of jokes for Carrie Fisher when she hosted one. Next question. Would you like to be famous, and in what way?
Yes. I mean, who doesn't want to be famous?
A lot of people I know being famous good. I would like to be rich.
So, I think podcast fame is different than
It's way more creepy.
Really?
Oh, 100%. Because people know way more about you. You know what I mean?
But they're not gonna always approach you. They may not recognize you on the street. Well, actually, no, they might.
Okay, they would, though. Your face is on the front of everyone. I feel when you're a movie actor or whatever, people that see Bradley Cooper oh, wow, Bradley Cooper, you're so cool. But they know nothing about him as a human being. You know what I mean? He does, I know, everyone loves Bradley Cooper, boo. But, he does 5-minute interviews with Ellen, but when you're on a podcast, you're talking 2 hours of personal shit.
Yeah,
then someone's their level of creepiness is
That's true. I mean, I just would like to be Taylor Swift for one day and then get back to my normal life.
Yeah, I would love to be Taylor Swift for a day.
Just to play a big stadium show and
do it not even as here we go. It's just and this is Tuesday for Tay.
Yeah.
And she just kills Milwaukee and she's can't wait for LA on Saturday.
Well, I'd always want to, if I ever got a lot of money, one of the things I wanted to do was to go distant dream.
It's the most East Coast thing to say in the world. If I ever run into a big stack of gold, if I ever be driving down the highway and just happen upon the end of a rainbow.
That's how I did it!
No hard play, just ooh, I don't know. Do you play the lottery?
Not really. I always, to be honest, I always forget.
That's even more irresponsible than playing the lottery is forgetting to play the lottery.
Yeah? Wait, you didn't answer the famous. Oh.
I want to be famous to do stand-up comedy so I can just go to places and be hey, I want a spot.
But you want to be famous.
Oh, yeah, just so I can do more stand-up.
Right. You know, what aspect of fame? Well, obviously, the lack of privacy.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want that, but if I could do more stand-up, that'd be awesome. Do you know what I mean? If I could just, do everything.
I think you're getting there.
Next one. What would constitute a perfect day for you? I'm gonna get more gin. I've already finished mine.
I gotta think. Jeez, you're plowing through them. I'm going slow just because of...
You've been drinking for 12 hours.
Yeah, I think I deserve to, slow her down. A perfect day.
What's your perfect day, though? Like,
okay. You wake up with sex.
Oh, morning sex. Great. I love morning sex. My favorite, like... Have you ever had a one-night stand? Super simply? Yeah, I don't know. But
I'm doing this one because it's like... Do friends count?
No. Yes.
Do friends count as a one night if you bang and then you don't bang again?
I've had one night stands where and not that I haven't had a bunch, but I've had like 3 that there's like morning sex and been involved. And morning sex is like always better. Like especially if you like squish them out a little bit.
Oh yeah, you gotta handle that shit a little bit. No one just wakes up and does it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get some mouthwash.
Yeah, a little bit.
Wake up with that. Go for a good brunch. Oh, sleeping in.
You're talking about afternoon sex.
Okay. 10 p.m. we wake up. Bang.
PM.
Oh, sorry. A.M.
It's a big sleep, girl.
Jesus Christ. 10 a.m. Mm-hmm. It's a good time to wake up. I normally sleep, if I have my way, I'd sleep till 11 or 12 every day. I like
in the morning? Yeah. What time do you go to bed?
Like 2 or 3.
Okay.
Most nights.
Okay. It's not bad.
Sometimes 4.
Yeah, it happens. You're a night owl.
I'm a big time night owl.
What time does your job start in the morning? How are you doing this, like, fucking wake up at 11 shit?
I don't know.
That's right.
I run on very little sleep throughout the week, and then I usually just sleep a lot on the weekends.
That's not how sleep works.
I know it's not. And I know
you can't just make it up.
I know I'm doing it wrong. I know
it's a
turn
and burn situation.
Oh, the whole sleep thing is a whole... Like, I have a lot of sleep. Like, first of all...
You should have the kid on about insomnia. Sorry.
Oh, seriously? Oh my god, I could talk about sleep. Oh, man, okay. Because I get night terrors, I get nighttime anxiety, I get... until I discovered ASMR, it would take me forever to fall asleep. But ASMR
that actually helps a lot of people.
It really helps.
Oh, no, like, with the kids, like, I'll be like, hey, buddy, what's up? And he'll be like, man, I've been up for 48 hours, man. It's not good. Mm-hmm. No shit. He can't sleep. Mm-hmm. He also can't poop in...
I heard this too. He talks about all of this. Yeah, I've heard... my perfect day would be bookended with sex. So sex in the night and sex in the morning.
Okay.
It's going to be bookended.
Yeah.
Afternoon sex is weird. It happens, but it's weird. I don't know. Brunch. Yeah, so 10 a.m. morning sex.
Where are you getting brunch? What are you getting for brunch?
Just some
good. You wearing sweats? You wearing jeans? Sweats?
You don't know me at all. I don't wear either of those.
Oh, really? Really? Okay.
I'm a skirt gal.
Oh, Jesus Christ! All the time?
I mean, I'll wear sweats at home, but not out. I'm not an animal.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, yoga pants. Guys like yoga pants though, and girls.
I mean, I think girls like that. Girls like the convenience of it, and like it's a good.
It's
ratio.
comfy.
You know what I mean?
It's comfy.
It's a good comfy to like looking good ratio.
Right.
But like, yeah, do you?
So a good brunch. I'm a bacon and egg gal. So some combo of yeah. Oh, okay.
What do you pick for your meat? Sausage, egg, or ham? Or sausage, bacon, or ham?
I mean, I like sausage and bacon best. So if I had a choice for brunch, it'd be the Ardmore, the breakfast routine there.
Oh really?
Is fucking phenomenal.
You ever do black sheep?
Yes,
breakfast
it's
routine?
also delicious there too.
Oh. My only problem with breakfast routine is it's also dinner, and it's pre-afternoon nap routine. That's what it is. You know, like you don't eat breakfast routine. Like, now I'm going to fire off those emails.
But
like,
this,
you're done.
In a perfect world, let's say I have the breakfast routine and I feel okay after eating it. Okay, so I'm thinking perfect day. And then I stumble upon a lot of money. Like, I would win the lottery or something.
We're really going perfect day, yeah.
Yeah, we going way. Let's do realistic perfect day, because I'm never gonna have a lot of money.
Say like the best Sunday you can have. So that's what
something fun. We used to do like there was a summer where we did Sunday fun days where we would do something really different in the afternoon, like go karting.
Yeah.
Or like
great.
Like something like that, something a little different.
Bears Lake go-karting is so much fun.
Yeah. Laser tag? Also fun?
I'm not crazy about laser tag. But
it's so fun.
$40 and you get to go on a crazy fast ride. Mm-hmm. It's dope as fuck.
So something fun like that would be really cool in the afternoon. And then for dinner time, a trip to like a beach or something.
Okay. You barbecuing on the beach? You bringing snacks there? What are you doing?
Bringing snacks there. because I don't know how to do the other things.
Okay.
Because I don't have a barbecue.
That's fair. Let me hit you with my perfect day, because as you were thinking about yours,
combination of those things.
Wakes up.
Yeah.
I like the morning sex idea. That's wrong with that.
Ding, ding,
Second thing. Wake up, you have group brunch. Like, one of my favorite things is, like, I used to have, like, a crash house. Like, my house, like, I used to live on, like, right above Chives on Barrington. And it was a huge house. It was, like, 4 bedrooms, and we had, like, a bunch of couches. And, like, we'd all go out, and then, like, that was the place everybody crashed. So I'd wake up, and there'd be, like, 7 or 8 people in my house. And we do, like, group brunches, which is pretty much everybody throws, like, 15 in, and then we all go grab, and then we just run down the store, we grab a bunch of food, and we grab, like, a shitload of hash browns, and we just got 4 burners going, the oven's cooking.
That's amazing.
And then we have, like, a giant brunch, and then after that, once that settles, have a couple Caesars, and then we fucking hit a lake. Lake all day, not swimming, floating.
Yeah.
Floating, Playboy.
Yeah.
Noodles and floaties. And then after that, we catch an early movie.
I was gonna say movie needs to be in there.
I love an early movie.
Yeah.
I don't like when a movie's like, I'm tired, or like you go to like any movie after like 9 or 8:30.
It's too late. It's a little too late.
I love like a 5:45 movie. Like go to the theater.
What about matinee?
I love matinees. I don't like crowds. So, like, I like to avoid those at all. Like, that is, like, if I'm going into a situation, like, the number one thing is, like, is there going to be a crowd? Then I'm game. If there isn't, I'm game. If there is, I'm not, like, going to do that.
Fair. I only recently went to the movies alone.
I'm, like, very pro going to the movies alone.
It was a really good experience.
I think people are more in their head about going to the movies alone because they're like, oh, what am I going to do? Like, going to the movie is, like, one of the more alone experiences you can have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, like, maybe sometimes you're on a date and you're like, ooh, should I put my leg here or put my leg there? Like, that's one thing, but you're not watching the movie. Most of the times I go to the movie, I'm like, I'm watching this movie.
Wait, where else can you put your legs?
No, what I mean, like, if you're on a date and you were, like, flirting with someone and you did, like, stuff. You know what I mean?
We're at the movies right now.
Okay. We're watching. Oh, my God. This is horrific. Oh, my God.
How the fuck do you...
What are you're doing that? That's your move?
I can't stop spinning because I'm in a spinning.
But like if you're at a movie, right?
If I was at a movie, this is how I'd be sitting.
If you're at a movie, you do that. I guess fuck your skirts. See, but if you weren't skirts, you were like chilled out. You put your feet on top. You could put like a leg over there. Initiate contact.
So I should be wearing pants.
No.
More.
You can wear skirts if you want. I'm just saying, once you break like a contact barrier, you know what I mean?
There's a contact barrier.
There's 100% a contact barrier. Like if you're like, as soon as you break contact barrier, everything is different.
Oh, yeah. And the first kiss is such a big one.
First kiss is so further away from the contact barrier.
Oh, no, I know. There's multiple levels.
The first kiss is over here.
Contact.
Beer's over here.
What's in the middle?
Intense flirting, I guess. Mm-hmm. Because you can like, oh, and you get like, but like, if like, you've already broken the contact barrier, it's like, oh shit, we're touching each other, and like, shit, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah. It's tricky. It's a tricky game. It's a tricky game.
But it's the funnest thing in the world.
I mean, is it though? Or is it stressful?
It's super stressful.
Yeah, I mean, like let's be honest. It's a little stressful.
But yeah, I don't know.
I think it's, okay, I think if you're someone, like, I don't like making first moves ever.
Which is the most infuriating thing in the world. That's why I love Bumble, because it's like, what you got, girl?
Yeah, but... Yeah, Bumble's... Good old Bumble.
I like the idea of Bumble. I don't like how Bumble's set up. Because, like, when you're a guy and you match with a girl on Bumble, they're like, oh, why don't you talk to them? Like, the first message is like, hey, start the conversation.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, Bumble, I know I can't talk first. And then you go up and it's like, oh, no.
Oh,
No. You can't do that.
Well, opening the first message, it does make you realize kind of the traditional role of the dude on Tinder, which dudes tend to send a lot of the first messages on Tinder. So it does make you realize, like, the art of the first message, or, like, trying to figure out
I don't think there's art to it.
How to send that first message. Or just send something other than hey.
Yeah, I usually say their name and say, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Which doesn't always work. But, like, the thing I like about Tinder is I don't necessarily like meeting new people. I like meeting people that I know. You know what I mean? Did you ever be on, like, you meet someone in the world in your life, and then The world and your life are the same thing, by the way. And then,
Are they though?
And then you blah blah blah.
The lost logo just comes up over here.
But have you ever like known somebody in life and, like, they're like good looking, and then you see like you see them online on like Tinder or Bumble, and you swipe and you can match, and like, oh shit, what's up, girl? Like,
well, there's two things about it though. Because if you came across a friend on Tinder that you say you're not sexually interested in,
I wouldn't.
Would you?
No.
Right swipe just to have that, oh, hey, we're both on this app.
I wouldn't.
No, I agree.
Because then the whole thing is like there's so many people on Tinder that you could just be like, oh, hey, oh, and then they're like, hey, I see, like, and I've had people who I've seen and I've swiped left in my life and like, I've seen you on Tinder the other day. I'm like, oh, really? I've never seen you.
It's really disappointing when you don't get that match.
You just go straight up under key. But I mean, there's so many people on Tinder, you never know.
They might not have.
That's what I tell myself because I didn't get all the matches I want.
I know.
But like, then I'll delete it and then get it back and I'll match with all the same people. I'm like, oh, okay, loud and clear by what?
It's just a tricky game.
It's a tricky game, but like I think it's so much easier than like every other option. You know what I mean? Like sitting at home, and like oh, blank's cute. I'm sure. Oh, nothing back. Cool. Like, that's where you were to begin with.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Like, is the guy that I swipe right on with you gonna smash back? Maybe.
Smash back.
Smash back.
Did you say smash back?
No, match back.
Oh, match. At least it's smash.
Smash back is so violent. Vicky Lynn, Going Alone is so great. Yes.
Oh, yeah, the movie, yeah.
Are you talking about movies or masturbation?
Is that the next topic?
Vicky Lynn loves vowels.
The movies, I used to never go alone because I was like, I don't want to, and my friends get mad at me for this logic, but my logic was, I don't want to pay all, like, movies are kind of pricey.
They're super expensive.
Because I'm the one that gets the popcorn and gets the large like, I go all out when I go.
Yeah.
So it's like $30.
Easily. Yeah.
What is happening?
No, movies are super expensive.
Yeah. So, like, my whole thing was, I don't like going alone. I would rather make it a social thing and pay the money and go. But then there was a movie I really wanted to see, and I was like, I'm just going to go. And it was really delightful.
You can do it, like, different ways, though. You can, like, go in and, like, sneak your snacks. You can be a snack sneaker.
Yeah, and I might do that, because I make better popcorn than Cineplex anyway.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And I hate the line. It's a big thing.
Yeah.
But, my family was a big snack sneaker, so we're like, I'm very pro of sneaking snacks.
What's your ideal movie snack?
I love popcorn. That's easy. So, like, sometimes I'll pop popcorn at home and bring it in. That's fine. You can do it. You want something quiet that doesn't rustle the bag, because I get, like, social anxiety.
Such a thing.
Beef jerky's a thing. I like bringing beef jerky.
Woo! Beef jerky in the movies!
It stinks a bit much.
I was just going to say, yeah.
The stank. Like, you open the bag, you're like, oh, yeah, he's eating something.
He's eating the beef jerky.
I don't know. I'm not crazy. Like, I don't need snacks. I feel like I just dummy them before the credits anyway.
I like some popcorn.
Popcorn's great. How much butter are you doing?
Okay, at the movies?
How much hot
or if I'm making
it? In? No, at the movies. Because it's one thing to, like, put it in there.
Not a lot. So I have a very...
What's your seasoning?
Okay, we're going to get into it. I make the best popcorn ever, and it's better than Cineplex.
What's your seasoning?
Butter, salt... Okay, so hear me out. It's not necessarily seasoning, but it's how you make the popcorn. I use a whirly pop, okay? I don't do microwave popcorn. Fuck that.
What do you do?
I have this thing called a whirly pop. I'll show you later. It's like a big pot that you put on the stove. Does it look like this,
and then there's a hose coming at the top?
And then there's a little spinny wheel thing that you can spin, and it like spins the popcorn.
Yeah, I know what popcorn works.
Yeah. And so you get your oil, you put your oil in, and then you put a bunch of butter salt that you can get from Bulk Burn.
Flavor.
Yes!
Flavor, I know Flavor.
Yes! Yeah. And you put that in the oil.
Goofy Moose
with the popcorn.
Goofy Moose has free popcorn? Yeah, and we have a lot of popcorn. Yeah.
Is it buttery and salty though?
It's pretty great, yeah. It is actually. It's actually pretty good popcorn.
Yeah, because it gotta be buttery and salty.
It's free. Yeah, it's like it's pretty good.
So I do that, and then it pops it like theater style, and it pops it like with those like orange, like the buttery orange.
No, yeah, when it's burnt on there. Yeah. Because it's one thing like if you make like microwave popcorn and then you put butter on top of it and then toss it a little bit, but like then you get that soggy bits and like I know who's buttery in here and who's not. I was waiting.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you to say dill pickle and then you just never.
No, I don't fuck with that. I just go traditional butter and salt.
Cool. It was super good to meet you and stuff like that. I mean, I agree. I appreciate the gin. I mean, like it was all cool and stuff. But, like, we all got differences.
I respect people's.
I'm just saying we're never gonna split a bag.
We're never gonna split, but that's fine because I don't want to share my popcorn anyway.
Okay, good. Like that. I hate going to the movies and with someone and then like we like split a bag of popcorn and then they tell me to stop at some point. I'm like, I need ain't stopping.
No. And that's why I get you on your bag.
He ain't stopping.
No, Sharon. You're powering through the... Are you done that drink?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, not this one. Jesus Christ.
We have more questions?
Yeah, there's probably 34.
So that wraps up my highlights episode of the 12-hour live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, I do apologize for the audio, especially the clips near the end. I know that they sounded very, very echoey. You want to know what? It wasn't perfect, but it was so much fun and such an experience. So I had to share it in audio form one way or another. So thanks so much for tuning in. I'll be sure to leave links below to the YouTube channel where you can find all these segments and the full stream. I do hope you all check it out. It was so much fun. And another quick reminder before we close out to vote for Intoxicated in the Coast Best of Halifax Reader's Choice Awards for Best Podcast. I've never wanted third place so much in my life. Once again, thank you to everyone involved in the live stream. I feel like I can't say thank you enough, and I'm always going to be leaving people out with my thank yous. So to cover it all, thank you to every single person involved. It was so much fun. So thanks so much for listening, and we will catch you next week on Intoxicated.